So you went into a whole bunch of buildings that were empty and apparently abandoned until finding the main building. Bertlack went in with a couple of others, and you found the entire occupation of the town here. Ultimately, you discovered that the woman in charge had made the decision that, well, all these people had died, but if they went on, then they wouldn't be going to the correct place, so she was protecting them by keeping them here. It got quickly degraded into fisticuffs, and the doors were shut, and a fight took off, which was fairly brutal. Lots of draining abilities were used, and some casualties may have occurred due to some unfortunate obstacles on their part.
I'm ready to strike off some characters now.
Yeah. With them having been dealt with, and with a couple of party members down, pleas were made to try and bring them back, but also it was found out that a silent stalker was outside waiting for the souls that were all in this building. As you taken down all of the townsfolk, their spirits were staying in the building. So you decided to let them out one at a time. Let the silent stalker take them, counted how long the silent stalker was gone for.
Yeah, sorry for that, by the way. Just before the Ankelos fight, we were like, "Here you go."
Randy Bumgardner tried making a deal with Gar, but actually got through to Ankelos instead. Ankelos demanded obedience, and Randy refused.
But Randy did think it was Gar, because obviously he didn't know who Ankelos is.
Well, what did you think?
I knew it wasn't Gar, because
Yeah.
I've heard Gar's voice before, but Randy asked to speak to Gar, a voice answered.
Yeah, it turns out that someone else was running the switchboard at the
Yeah,
moment.
he thought Gar was a dick. And then
Much like you do with every NPC.
he was the latest one that we encountered.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Is that what you
Follow
put your
suit.
answer for the worst NPC?
yeah, whichever one I
Whoever
saw
one I
last.
last spoke to.
So Randy bravely decided to refuse obedience to the voice on the other side, to which a mild threat was offered. If you don't,
Everyone was so proud of me. I said no.
yeah, if you don't get yourself in, then you won't last. What was it? 7 days, 2 weeks, whatever it was.
A week. Wouldn't last the week.
Wouldn't last a week. Turns out, wouldn't last 12 hours.
Nope.
He was really effective.
He was super effective. So you were letting the other souls out in order to get the Silent Stalker to go away. And upon letting one out, then the party essentially fled for the hills before the Silent Stalker could come back. Group stealth check was made, not with the best rolls.
I think everyone with me could have failed it.
Essentially, yeah. But the party then make their way back to the rest of the group. They got back to the caravan, decided to rest for the night. But you couldn't resist a little bit of kobold shenanigans before bedtime.
He was going to shank me, and not in the nice way.
So you took Sek off to the woods.
You old yellowed Sek.
Not Sek. Not
right.
Sek.
it Snippy?
It was.
Snipper, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
You took
Sek-
Sek in.
Not okay.
Sek is my baby, and nothing bad would have happened to him. I tucked him into bed all nicely, gave him his little jar with a non-existent bug that he thinks there's a bug in there.
I'd like to point out that the second to last line I wrote down was Orvin wakes Sek to tell him that Randy and Snippu are
He
dead.
didn't care.
Sek seems excited, he can leave.
Yeah, so you took Snipper off into the woods to kill him.
Yeah.
The two people on watch were Bert and Bertolac.
Didn't see shit.
Didn't see shit, but
Happy.
yeah, ultimately a silent stalker came at the end, right behind.
I think you described it as hands went inside my chest cavity and ripped me apart.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
there
that
was a
it's
short
ingrained on my
combat.
mind.
I think Bert and Bertolac tried their best to try and avert the situation,
Yeah.
but unfortunately the rolls were not on their side.
It's really good.
I got
We are not the right level to
The
fight.
rest of the party made perception checks to see if they would wake up. They slept through the whole thing, especially since he was in an aura of silence. So,
Well, yeah. Brilliant. We've still got Sidious, still got Orvine, still got Bert and Berthelak.
Sec.
Oh yeah,
Well, we'll see how
Snippu.
we'll be there when we
Snippu's
go.
gone.
Yeah.
Snippu's gone.
You got to think about those food and water rations. You're going to go a little bit further now.
Novos is gone.
Yeah, 'cause
Randy's
didn't they
gone.
consume the same as a medium creature there?
Still got Huey and QB. Still
Yeah.
got Jodicus because he actually went with the party to the village. So I assume he came back in one piece at some point.
He was
no. I think.
sat on the stool with you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. No, okay. I think I might have brought him back to camp with me, but just to confirm.
Yeah, he's
just
still
as
there.
well.
He's stuck it.
We, as far as we're aware, only players die.
Okay,
that we
cool.
know of. Oh, except for the kobold.
Except for Snippu.
Yeah, he's got
I think
a name. Goddamn.
Sec's exact words when he found out about the deaths were shame.
Yeah, no. So one other little thing then before we get started properly, it's been requested by Tom, not you, other Tom, who watches these things, that when we start a session we just briefly say who we're playing so we can keep up with who everybody
I
is.
forgot about that.
So we'll start from this side. Harriet, who are you playing?
I'm playing Bert, and I'm a level 3 druid.
I'm playing Bertulak the Hodeser. I'm a level 3 paladin.
Lycidius, level 3 ranger. I forgot my class.
Look at what you are! oh yeah, I'm all being level 3 barbarian.
Level 3 squirrel killer.
Ranged attack.
Gideon, level 1 sorcerer.
You will be, yeah?
I won't give you my full name, but I'm playing a Fear, who is a level 4 bard.
I want the full name.
The full name.
Yes, please.
Hold on, I can't remember my full name.
How is other Tom meant to know?
It's Count of Fear von Reginald Edward Alfredo Verden Schmidt.
I am playing Master Eban, a halfling monk, level 3.
Okay. Poor you, the only level 1. He couldn't just come in on the same level, could he?
What a bellend.
Alright.
I've got to narrow the characters I've got down somehow.
I think
3's already been killed
I
off.
should have changed. I should have introducing.
Guest starring.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like some 70s sitcom.
Put on your best sort of local radio presenter voice.
Alright, so we're going to pick it up in the morning after a long rest.
Yeah! Wonderful. Take that
Did you
long
need to take
rest.
long rest stuff for yours?
Get those
I'm done.
spell
I'm
sets back,
done.
because apparently I'm a healer now. Oh, you know what? Good healer. Oh, dear.
You can pick yourself
Better
up.
than Randy was.
Yeah, level 3.
I have a
Yeah,
He forgot the first rule of healing. Heal yourself.
That is a very important rule.
Yeah, you can't heal shit when you're dead.
I believe in that very much in real life. You know, do that first aid. You can't give people help if you're in need of help.
Oh, yeah. Saturday had multiple instances of everybody down and 2 nat 20s
Yeah, I was saying
on
about.
death saving throws.
I was saying how, despite it being like a really tragic end to a very long campaign, it was still like we were still crazily uplifting in that last fight. We were
At
so
1:30 in the
excited.
morning, they were still screaming.
She was just trying to kill us relentlessly. We were like,
Just die! I wasn't even playing character, just die! So I can go home. I'm not stopping this session and running another one. It ends tonight.
yeah.
Okay, so pick up in the morning. The sun rises, but offers little in the way of warmth. It's a cold morning. As you wake, your bedrolls, your packs, nestled in the back of the wagon, wherever it is you try to sleep, fires having gone out from the night before.
Sorry to clarify, would I have already been informed of the demise of Mr. Bumgardner?
I think
Yes.
only those two were still awake.
Okay.
Well, we certainly would have said when we got back to the camp.
I don't think I ever would.
No, we've just came back off it. We
Okay,
had a
fair enough,
terrible
yeah,
time, but we're not telling you anything.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how long you'd.
What happened? Tell you in the morning.
Caked in blood.
Just don't. I'm not ready.
Only 8 hours.
After a long rest.
You laugh, but
This is D&D!
Okay, so do you already have the knowledge? Well, I would have... No, nobody woke up.
You woke up to Randy's chest caved in, so I'm pretty
Well, that
sure
was some distance away. It wasn't right next to your bed.
But I'm pretty sure, even though you're not a medical man, you would know that the life has gone from
It's
his
got a morning
eyes.
frost on the body.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just... if I'm just getting up, I'm not... I probably haven't even seen you yet, to be totally honest with you.
Put like a scene of Aggie again, isn't it? His ribs are just...
Story of my life.
Yes.
Another one that doesn't care.
Okay.
I'll take a leaf from Kai Holmes.
I'm gonna hold a vigil for myself.
Hide. Best thing to do.
Okay. So, yeah, you start to rouse.
Is sex still in the camp when we wake up?
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Still like
Yeah.
so tightly tucked in. Having to do that thing and slide out of the wrapped up blanket like that. Too much sausage meat in a Greg's roll.
You
never
swaddled
have to.
for a reason.
Swaddling that kobold.
Yeah. Don't want him to get instant
Throw no
kobold
rock.
death or whatever.
Small
Okay.
enough to throw, right?
So another day has gone past. That being said, a certain amount of food and water has been consumed by the...
Shit, yeah. Uno momento, por favor.
And everybody was alive yesterday, so a full amount of rations.
Yeah, Randy had dinner before he died.
Died on a full stomach. just go and get the rations out of his body.
Also, we had a party with the waterman this year.
Yeah, I've got his character sheet up in case anyone did fiddle with him.
As you guys said, we'd be prepping him for burial, and on this sort of expedition, we'd definitely be salvaging useful bits of the equipment, like trail rations, and if you've got armour and weapons and stuff.
You're welcome to pick.
Just tell us what you've got.
Okay, so he has 16 gold pieces. He has an amulet which is sort of like all of the different gods on there. 20 arrows, blanket, 2 blocks of incense,
Put the blanket and the incense in the wagon.
Yeah.
Yep, camp supplies, definitely.
9 candles, because I've been feeding the candles to the kobolds,
So back the wagon.
a censer, a crowbar, a cure wounds level 1 spell scroll,
I'll steal that, I think.
Probably hand it to
Yeah,
Paul
one
Dirt.
Yes.
We understand it.
Can you? Yeah, whoever can cast it.
I can cast it as well, but
I won't take it.
It might be easier to spread it out if.
I know the
Yeah,
spell,
yeah,
so yeah, I would
If
use
you
it
be-
quite effectively.
It'd be better to spread it out then.
Okay, I'll take that then.
I can't cast shit.
2 daggers, a longbow, 1 day's worth of rations.
Yoink.
So it's extra.
Straight to off it.
No, it's rations. It's not actually like it isn't. Oh no, I suppose it's a ration for.
It's
one
one
person,
individual one day.
It's
Yeah.
one
So
person's
it's
ration for
yeah,
1 day.
yeah. So
And you take the gold as well. 16 gold
so
pieces
it's a
and the
pound of
ration.
food and. Is it just food, not all?
Just food.
Just food.
Just
So it's
food.
a pound of food. I'm gonna need a spreadsheet.
There was a scimitar, if anyone wants the scimitar. There was a shield. Just a regular shield. Tinderbox.
I have a shield as a sword that I'm in requirement of.
Would a scimitar help?
Dex based,
Yeah,
not
so
strength, unfortunately.
I thought it was both. It could be right.
No, scimitar's
Is it
not
not
a finesse
first
weapon, I think.
No, I think scimitar is finesse light. Yeah. A shield, a tinderbox, water skin. There is a broken ring, twist and bent, picked up from the riverbed near the mushroom monster mess.
Oh, yeah.
There is an ivory skull, a small Rubik's Cube-sized ivory skull found on the body of the vampire in Angel Reach.
Let's write that one down. Small ivory skull.
Yep, Rubik's Cube-sized, found on the body of a vampire.
Very specific. specific.
Should we put that on the card?
That
Yeah,
was
just get back at the
that
fight.
was verbatim from the DM as well when I wrote that one down. 1 silver coin, a coin given to me with my initials on.
Was that
Lamos?
not
Yeah,
Ross's
no,
coin?
And there's also 2 Yeti horns. Long, sharp Yeti horns, harvested reasonably well. Dark blue leading to black at the tip. Very cold to the touch.
Recall your drinks or whatever. Oh no, that's something else.
About 10 gold each, but they can be fashioned into drinking horns. That was the one little key tip we got. And then that was sort of the free one I think you gave us. Is that after that, find it out your damn self.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the hand they use as icicles if it doesn't remember correctly.
Yeah, so does anyone want to take off what they want? So Tom, you're over
Right,
the gold,
yeah.
aren't you?
So yeah, you're having gold.
I'm gonna dibs one of the daggers, so I've got a backup because I've only got my handbags.
Which is
The majority's going
16
to
gold.
camp, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take notes of the
Tom's
useful
got
stuff.
the there. Do you want to throw in? Does anyone want 20 arrows? 20 arrows?
Yeah, I put
Take
10
arrows.
arrows and the kill room scroll.
Yeah, Alicura's block of incense.
We
2
wanna
blocks.
put that in the caravan, I think.
Add 2 blocks of incense to the caravan.
Yeah, I'm sort of keeping it in my backpack. So I'm not,
I'll take the amulet of all the gods.
There you
That's
go.
all right.
It's just the regular inventory on there. You know, the amulet you get at the start.
just keep it solid.
Anyone want 9 candles? Or a crowbar
I think there was crowbar should go on there.
It's in the wagon.
in the wagon?
Yeah.
Give the candles a sec.
Okay, Sek's gonna have 9 candles as part of Randy's will to him.
Can you
Okay.
carry 9 candles all in one go? Like,
I've been trying to feed him to him though.
oh right, yeah, of course. I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, you guys have got the cure wounds thing.
And scimitar as well, actually.
You want the scimitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a regular scimitar. And then the ivory skull from the vampire. Who's having that?
Stick in the wagon.
Yeah, it's an ornament now for the wagon.
Cool.
Well,
When
not
we
on the
get back
front
to
of
Fluffy
the
dice.
Like my singing.
And then Yeti horns. Wagon as well for Yeti horns.
with in the water to keep it cool.
Sorry, when you say skull from the vampire, we haven't stopped and dried the head.
No, it was on the vampire.
No, it's-
Oh right, okay, not the vampire, the skull. Yeah, sorry.
It was in one of his pockets.
Just don't need a taxidermist.
We've been storing it with all the rations.
yeah, you know, it's the worst that could happen.
Dried meat's dried meat, right?
But it's alive.
What's to do? Oh, scimitar.
Yeah, and then Yeti horns into the caravan as well.
Yeah, I'll do that first.
Right, I can just send you a list of what to add into the thing.
Yeah, if you could, and then
Because I'm off tomorrow, I can make a spreadsheet for you if you want. I like spreadsheets.
I've got a spreadsheet all ready to go. I just haven't printed it off yet for the rations, but not for the
Okay.
inventory.
But everybody's got what they want from
Randy.
the corpse.
This is my dream. I mean, I can go downstairs for an hour and start this stuff up.
As we're sorting out Randy, Burial, and divvying out his kit and so now, I'll speak to Bert. I know you've
Proficient with it.
taken some interest in the kobold, but now since Randy's gone, it's not right that we keep him here with us. Like,
Just your skin. What?
he should be free to go. He doesn't belong here.
Golden asking.
Kadu, you seem to have taken some interest. I thought I'd just mention it to you first before I turn him loose, and just in case. I'll go over to Sek.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I didn't do it.
Randy's gone.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
We know.
Oh, okay.
You don't belong here with us.
No.
Randy's not here to keep you anymore. You're free to go.
Okay.
Sorry, I just overheard.
My candles.
Hold on, I'm not going to touch your candle, Sec. Randy Bumgartner! Oh no! Anyway.
That is the most sympathy I've had.
Noshing on the side of a camel. Huey and Huey might be able to make use of him. While I agree he is free to go.
He's...
Oh, I thought you meant Randy.
I thought that. We all need breakfast. Yeah. Rations.
I know what Huey and Huey do.
Yeah, they only tried once.
He's a kobold, Offie. He doesn't belong here with us.
Yeah, no meat.
Well, I mean...
So, what do you want?
A bee.
I mean,
We are still missing a bee.
Stay here with us.
What now?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Or do you want to go?
Maybe later. Or yesterday.
So you'll continue travelling with us for a while, will you, Sek?
He looks back roughly in the direction we came from, but slightly off. Yeah, for now. It seems safer.
Well, yes, I agree. There's safety in numbers.
Now that Randy's dead.
I don't disagree.
And Snipple and Keppel.
Especially those two. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
They were evil.
Well, Sek, now Randy's gone. No one's going to be babying you anymore.
No.
You're going to have to pull your own weight around here if you want to stay with
I'm
us.
quite late.
That means you're going to have to work like everyone else to earn your keep if you want to stay.
And like I said before, Huey and Hubie could quite frankly use the help.
I don't mind. I work like Alfie. Yes.
As long as you find something to do.
He's got me there.
As long as you find something to do, Sek, to contribute.
Yeah.
Whether that's helping off it, or hunting with like Sidious, or cooking with you and Hubie.
Sek find. Sek
But-
kill. Sometimes maybe, if lucky.
They find like a duck in a bar.
Okay, but you're responsible for yourself now. There's no one here to hold your hand like Randy.
Good.
That's right.
Good.
Make him wish I was
I'll
there.
walk away.
make him wish I was back.
I didn't realise how good he had it.
At least you've been mentioned.
Now he's set free from your chains. He can become his own person.
Therefore making fire.
Have we buried Randy now, or is he still like?
He's just wrapped in his blanket, I think, at the moment.
I think what you have,
Ready
if I was
for
in, I would
burial.
have been starting to dig a
Oh, yeah.
grave.
Look at our little bird and help.
Just start humping the ground.
I'm a spoonbill, what can I say?
Anyway.
Alright, so without any visuals,
It's in my head.
Can't erase that.
yeah, you can't erase
You know when we-
Bert digging a trench.
You know when we were talking about memories and just not visualising the table and just the action.
I've already fully visualised
Yeah, a spoon bill.
this bowl cut idiot.
gouging at the floor with his
Not
penis.
me. I didn't say that. He's little bit.
You mind it? I just thought Bert was doing it. I thought you said I'll get little Bert out.
I've never wanted to take over my mind over my life.
Shovel.
I know that, but then you mimed open the front of the trousers.
I was minding what he was doing.
But I was getting my
Opening his
shovel out.
This is what happened with your family.
Where do you keep your shovel?
What, is this what happened with my family when you talked about my brother's noodle dick?
Yes. When I pretended to be Finn, but no one understood that I was doing that, so it just sounded like I said, I don't mind. You know, it's bad.
So you dig a grave,
By which,
roll Randy's body into it, and pack some soil on top.
you're like a split cheese string at the minute, though, aren't you? I mean,
Well,
Good food to be.
Whilst we're patting it down, I'll say to everyone, are we gonna try and get the wizard back? We left him under.
If the consecration on that building holds, he'll still be there if we can go back for him.
We were
but
gonna
what
go
state
to
his body will be in, though?
We were going to go to the crypt to see if we could find anything.
There's a chance there might be something there. There was a temple to whatever strange aspects of Gar they worshipped.
I'm not versed in religion. I just remember what we said when we were fighting those things.
Off it. So when we were in that place, they worshipped this aspects of Gar, I think, called Revios. And they said that the large structure next to the town is some form of temple to that aspects of Gar. We were fortunate in Bert's case. There was one scroll on the woman who was keeping them there to bring Bert back, but unfortunately we weren't so lucky for Novos. We thought maybe there might be something in that temple, but it's a long reach. But we could go in there in search of maybe something to bring Novos back.
Because he's currently in between, I guess. He hasn't, because of the way that building was enchanted, I guess, by that woman. His soul is neither here nor there.
It's
it's
still
being held.
visibly present in that room.
So the normal rules don't really apply.
Hesitate to put anyone else in danger. I mean, everyone accomplished in any form of combat was there, and we were still vested. It weighs on me greatly. The Novos soul is stuck, but
we did secure his body the best we could. We lifted some of the flagstones in the building and hid it as best we could.
what time is it, Jamie? Is it a very early morning?
Well, you've spent a bit of time now discussing what happened, digging a grave, so I'm going to say it's about coming up to 11 o'clock in the morning. By the time everybody's had some food and...
I mean, we could always... We haven't been making maps. We could always backtrack here once we have more knowledge on how to bring people back.
I think that's
There's also a strong possibility that, given how abandoned and ravaged the village was, the temple is in no better state.
if not worse. Yes, I agree.
We've also got to keep an eye out for that flying white.
Ultimately, I think it would be irresponsible of me to put any one of you in danger again. I don't want to jeopardise lives. I don't want to jeopardise the caravan. I think we're going to have to make the very difficult decision to just move.
Excuse me. That was not us. He's not happy. He's not happy with your decision.
Well, if you are the one who assembled this caravan, so the choice is yours, as hard as it may be. We shall move on.
I bear the responsibility then to leave. To leave Novos and his soul here. Well, there. Again. Sorry.
Look at him when you're talking to him.
Whoa, he said the title!
That's the name of the show!
You look me in the eye when you abandon me.
It feels terrible. You've got another character sheet waiting in the wings, it's fine.
Oh, you sound like Jamie now.
Whatever decision you make, sure it'll be the right one.
The longer we linger here, the greater the danger. We don't know what is beyond the village, or we have 1 hour and we're moving.
We continue on into the unknown.
So be it.
I believe our current trajectory is sort of south southeast
We're
direction.
on the south coast.
We were on the coast. We were going to go
paper
coastline
copy
up.
of the map.
Yes.
The only reason we went down where we went to was because we saw that giant. We had a little look over the hills and then we saw it in the distance. We were going the opposite way.
We thought,
That's right.
a
Yeah.
town, look, an amazing place to restock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't fucking go well, did
We've
it?
backtracked a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah, so we're here somewhere, I believe. Oh no, we're
We're
over
across the
this
river,
Yeah.
so we're in here.
So we're in
That's
there,
right,
and
yeah.
we were meant to be going that way.
That's
We
what
went that way.
Silent
'cause we
Stalkers
saw
were
what
like
That's
to
right,
do.
because the village is down in this
The
corner
village is right in this
somewhere,
bottom corner
isn't it?
somewhere, yeah.
So,
So we're going back.
yeah, so
that way to
we're
our
travelling
original plan.
eastwards.
But I'm assuming a caravan on sand isn't going to be an ideal.
Yeah, realistically, we want to get back across where we went,
to
and we
here.
want to
Yeah.
travel along the grass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted to stay
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the
yeah,
beach,
yeah.
didn't we? We wanted to.
Well, we crossed that by foot, didn't we? Or
Yes, we crossed the river by foot. So the caravan is actually
The
like
the caravan.
here somewhere, I believe. Somewhere here.
It's in
Yeah.
not
I
this
thought-
side.
I
Did we
thought
not
it was
cross
here.
that twice? I think so.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
crossed
is it?
that
Oh,
and
sorry,
we
I didn't.
crossed it
I
again,
didn't. I
didn't we?
forgot there
Yeah.
was a. It's been a couple seconds.
We
hasn't
came
it, so-
down.
I think actually because we had a lot of faff
Yeah,
with
you're
setting
right,
up
we can.
ropes and stuff across the submerged
Yeah.
bridge, and the horses going across, and
Yeah.
Bert here getting
Attacked by
nommed
fish.
by fish. I think we actually took the caravan all the way to the outskirts of the town.
Did we?
I thought we brought the caravan over because we did a lot of faffing.
Yeah.
I think we did a lot of faffing about because we crossed here before it started to split into two.
That's
because
right.
I think it was either John or Sam did some scouting and saw the best path over. We did our rope bit over on the skinny bit so that we didn't have to cross twice.
That's right.
We
yes.
got-
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Kieran got raped by fish.
Yeah,
No.
so in actual
Harriet
fact,
Harriet got raped by
I
fish.
think we must have left the caravan at the bottom of these foothills then, because we didn't go as far south as we did. We did. You're quite right. I think we didn't want to cross twice, so we crossed the once up here.
I swear we crossed twice because we went in there and there was statues on the
Yeah.
island,
Yeah.
and then we crossed again.
I thought we crossed.
I thought it wasn't a big island. I thought it was just a little sort of
Yeah.
thing. I didn't know.
Does the DM know where we are? Because we're lost.
Just for
Oh
clarification.
no, we know where we are. We're
Yeah,
at
you
that
came down to the
village,
settlement here,
Yeah.
and you're right, you did travel over the river, but it wasn't a massive thing.
Yeah.
But the caravan is about
you
here.
brought the caravan over.
Yeah.
Right.
There you
okay.
go. So the whole caravan is about here then. So we're going to have to go.
Take it back.
Let's go
Okay.
In that
Back
case,
over.
we'll
Okay.
take the caravan back up to the fork in the river. Hopefully, we'll.
The fuck you with
Sorry.
I'll mount up behind Ulysses and get him ready to go then.
We'll
We're gonna need someone to ride one of the carts.
Because
Yeah,
Randy always
Randy's
rode
down
the other
there.
one.
yeah. Then
You
we'll
always
cross
touch
the
on
once
that.
and just head
Are you
directly
Chanel?
Yeah, I was Channel. Yeah.
Are you Chanel?
It's vehicles efficiency land, isn't it? That gives you
Yeah.
horse riding and cart riding, isn't it?
Oh, are you on Chanel?
I have nothing to see with it, so I can.
I was
What are
on.
they called?
You two rode one.
There's Ulysses,
And I have
Chanel, and I
And
can't
then,
remember the third.
and then the little one, Sling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Harry had Sling because it was the little one. She was like, "Come on, Sling."
Yeah, but like a.
See how you persuaded Harriet there.
Not 20 on the persuasion check.
Just trying to explain to Dad.
Randy was the only other good one with animals, so it was.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. Gonna do fine.
I don't know.
Right. I'll have a word with the horses and get them ready.
Ready for some
I
more.
will. I'll
Tokyo
say
Drift
good morning to all the
cars.
horses. And I'll make sure that they're well fed and they're
Morning.
ready. Good morning.
Morning.
Which one was that?
Chanel. Morning.
Are you ready for today?
Yeah, you know, as long as you don't see anything weird.
I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine.
Oh, I don't mind all the countryside and the grass and stuff like that, but
Have you had enough for breakfast?
yeah, well, I had my head down. You know,
Are you thirsty?
I stuck my head in the river over there a bit earlier.
Just checking.
Yeah, and I stuck my head in that old pond.
That's dysentery.
Horses with dysentery. Oh God! The image.
Don't give him
horrific.
ideas, John.
Projectile diarrhea.
Feel better after.
I've still got that picture of that toilet that I was sent. If you need inspiration.
Oh
If you
no!
ask the
Bring that up,
horse march,
you'll
you always
send
want the
it
front just
again.
going to smell like an oil slick.
Okay.
That's +2 to movement.
Like,
So Ulysses is still a little distance away, not really engaging in the conversation.
I'll be back in a minute.
Is Ulysses the one with PTSD because he saw someone cut up a horse?
I think they all witnessed.
Oh right, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go over to Ulysses.
Mhm.
Good morning, Ulysses.
Morning.
Nobody tells me nothing.
Are you okay this morning?
What do you mean by that?
Are you ready for the day?
What do you mean, like pulling that big lump of wood around
Mm-hmm.
all day long?
Yeah.
Very little in the way of thanks, I suppose so.
Oh, thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah. Okay. Bit late though. I've been doing that for now for well, I don't know really how to describe time, but you know,
I don't know why
in
then.
a while.
Does that make you unhappy then?
Not as unhappy as Sling and Chanel are about seeing all that dead horse stuff.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Nobody wants to be sitting here, munching on a bit of grass, watching you lot eat dead horses.
It's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it does, we're going to get some horseshoes all the way into the ground really hard. Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
Got the boys together.
The boy, where's it?
We're going to be stamping our hooves. We're sitting in the night today. Right? Now, got any sugar? Ideally a lump.
I'll see what I can do.
And, I'm not a cop.
Sugar. Sugar.
It's legally allowed to tell you.
I'll go over to Hubie and Huey. Good morning.
Oh, you right?
Do we have any sugar?
Who told you that? I didn't say anything. No, that's alright.
I just
No, we got no sugar.
I just need a little bit.
Oh, we're all out of sugar. Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I've got a bit of honey. Is that the same?
Yeah, I'll take a bit of honey.
Alright. It's a pot. Wrap some twine around the top, there's a bit of cloth on top. Yeah. Ooh. All out. Got some horse meat.
That will do.
Were you hungry? I mean, you've
It's
done
not
breakfast.
for me, it's for the horse.
Oh, don't give him that.
Kind of. It's for Ulysses. He wants some
Which one's
sugar.
Ulysses?
That one.
What is it? No honey. Salt?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit of salt.
Alright, okay. Filled with salt.
Okay.
Way too much salt, if anything.
Checking that he wasn't going to be like, oh, we're all out of that as well. Fuck you, Hubie and Huey.
There's too much salt for the actual container.
That's good. That's good. Horses love
Spilling
hot
everywhere.
salt.
On the back of the
Oh.
wagon, there's salt all around the edges of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, we need another container for that.
I'll take that salt.
Well, do you want to take the stuff that's all spilled?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll spend a little bit of time brushing it into.
How
If it's too much for my hand, I'll use a cloth or something.
was breakfast this morning? It's alright?
How was breakfast this morning? Was it alright?
I mean, alright is quite a variable term, isn't it?
Edible.
That's like the culinary skills of Hubie and Huey is all right at best.
It was quite stringy meat in a watery broth.
That's horse then.
Tesco's very own.
I've had worse.
I'm going to take that as a 4-star.
Alright.
Michelin chef.
I will brush some of the salt up then. Thank you for the salt.
That's alright.
I'm sure the horses will be happy.
We're going to give them the salt.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with it?
They lick it. It's good for them.
Alright, well done. Bite your hands or anything?
I don't think they will bite my hands.
Okay.
I'll take it over to the horses.
Okay.
Does anybody need a salt lick?
Sling and Schnell straight over.
I'll try and portion it up equally and give them, and then whatever's left over I'll take over to Ulysses.
What's this?
Some salt. They didn't
That's
have
for
any sugar. I'll get you some, but they didn't have any. They don't have any honey either. But they got some salt. It's good for you.
I really want sugar. You know, just big lump. Big old lump of sugar.
Well, I'll keep looking, but we can't always have what we want. That's what my mum always said.
It's just mean.
My mum was a very lovely lady.
Alright. Don't make me stamp my hoof. I will.
Do you
Stamp
want
it
this
right in the ground.
salt or what?
Oh, no, I don't want it. It's sugar.
It's good for you.
We had this conversation.
Go on.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
It could be Michelin.
That's
So
the way,
a lot
yeah.
of the Michelin criteria is all about the quality and local produce of the ingredients. It's not actually
11.
about.
No, I don't want a salt.
Could be
Fine.
Oh, salt.
Alright, I'll give it to the other two.
Horse.
Go on then.
I'll take it back over. Want some more salt?
Oh, I don't mind if I do.
Alright, yeah. I think the horses are ready. When you are all ready.
Ulysses is now my favourite character.
Redo your thing.
Really? Because I think he's a dick.
I'll rig him up.
Sorry, Tom.
Ready to go. I'll rig Ulysses up to the car, ready to go then. And
I wish I knew. I just can never remember how to spell Ulysses. I will have to look it up.
ULYSSEES.
Oh, I had to spell it right.
I do that a lot with all
He was
the
so
fancy
confident
names.
after the first three.
I can't spell in English.
So we're all
I do it in Welsh noises in my head, and then I'm like, oh yeah, but I can't do that because it means nothing to English people. So then I have to do it in English, and I just can't very well.
It's not
There's a lot
looking on a
of spit.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll avoid all the horrible Welsh jokes that immediately come into my mind. Just know that they're in there, not coming out.
I'm not precious. Can you go for your horrible Welsh jokes? If you
No, I want to see if I can induce a stroke. Okay, so you rig up the horses,
Yeah.
put all of the supplies on the back, and you're ready to set off for the day. There's a momentary glance from some of you looking back towards where the settlement is and the remains of Novos lie. And then to the ground next to the woods where Randy's body lies.
Did we give him a plaque or anything, or did we just bury him into the earth? Like when I say a plaque, obviously nothing fancy. Did we like?
Some sort of-
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
some
no, God forbid you go out.
I don't think Ophir is completely without like some sort of ceremony. So I imagine he's sort of
A
like
simple.
bum gardener into a stick or something. And
Here
No,
lies
no,
Randy.
his name.
his,
To mark his
holy, holy symbol over the grave, like marking. Randy.
Probably. Well, I wouldn't have done a holy symbol.
I've got
I would
it,
have put
so
his
I'll
name.
put it
I
on
think.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to carve a simple marking.
Well, Randy would have been happy you didn't bury him alongside any humans. So
No, we buried him alongside Snipper and,
That's fine.
and the other one, Keppel.
they had to be his servants upon his path to
Or-
ascension.
Tormentors. Anyway. Eastwards, I suppose.
Well, they might get any better.
Sounds like a challenge. Is a zombie something that's just not deader?
So, the ready to set off?
Yes.
The carts all start trundling along. Some of you on board, some of you walking along the side. It's not a very fast pace the carts move. Oh, hey, hold on! Brynios just comes running out the woods.
Of course he does.
Oh, what did you miss me?
Brynios, we wouldn't forget you. I thought you were at the back there somewhere. Hop on if you can find room.
Okay.
I'll reach out my hand and sort of give him a hoist so he can sit next to me on sort of dangling his legs off the back of a car. Yeah.
Thank you.
Where did you go? Sorry,
What did you...
Oh, I was out like a light last night. I was so tired.
Oh, you shouldn't ask what a man does in the woods in the morning.
No, but seriously, where were you?
I was having my morning ablutions.
Oh, well, nature calls.
And she did.
Doesn't she? Always does. So, Randy.
After food from
No, not at all.
No, Bum Gardener.
What?
Our companion Randy, who we buried this morning.
You buried him?
Not alive.
Oh, what?
Something. Oh my god!
What's your charisma on your character?
You'd think it would be.
Sounds like -5 at the moment.
I'm sorry, but you...
I'm sorry. Let me compose myself.
buried Randy. Alive.
Oh god!
What's happening over here?
Sit on your stool. That
Yeah, I know. Hold on, let me sit on my stool.
The stool of +20.
Oh no! The party that went out to the village, they unfortunately ran into some trouble, and Novos, the wizard that was with us, he lost his life in the village when they tried to escape, I believe, and
Oh no.
Randy later lost his life. All the information's a little confusing. It's a lot to take in right now. But maybe from wounds that he sustained in the village, I'm not entirely sure. It was a hell of a sight. But we buried his remains this morning, and
So they all went off. Because I was going to go originally, but they all went off and to the village, and you stayed here. And,
I went with them initially,
and then they came back and said that
I came
Novos
back
and
with
Randy were
Joe.
dead.
And yes, yeah. I know you came with us down to the river. It was difficult to cross, and that. Well, you know, we all get our heads are in the task that we're doing, and I didn't know what happened to you. So
I saw a butterfly.
As is the whimsical nature of what are you again?
A traveller.
Travellers. Whimsical nature of travellers. Yeah. So I just wondered if you had any thoughts, really. I don't really quite know how to put what
But it was shocking. I mean, I hardly knew Randy and Novos. I don't think I've spoken very much to them. It's all. I'm very sorry they're dead. It's always never like to see anyone shuffle off until.
Randy was abrasive but well-meaning.
Okay. He seemed like a nice chap.
Yeah, and Novos may have been an alcoholic, but
What?
Yeah, I'll make sure they have a.
So we buried Novos as well.
I decided not to put anyone in danger going back for his body. I think Lycidius said his soul was going to be stuck there because of the magic in that place, but I wouldn't feel right putting anyone else in danger, you know?
Did we say some words to the God of Death? We've got to make sure that salt moves on appropriately and prayers are received and all that, but you've got priests in the group.
I didn't say any words, no. Perhaps, maybe I'll mention it to them later, and perhaps they can say a prayer for him.
Well, of course, you're in charge. You're the man. You're the big man. The big man in charge.
What would you do?
What would I do?
In my position, I mean. What would you have done if
If what?
if not move on.
We are moving on.
Yes. Would you have done anything differently? I mean,
What? Then staying with the wagons while they went into the town?
yeah.
I suppose I would have gone with them.
Yeah. Maybe I should have done.
I mean, I'm sure you had important things to do instead. What were you doing?
I wanted to make sure Jodocus got back to the camp okay, so I went with him, and to be honest, it looked completely abandoned, the village.
I'm not accusing you of anything, don't worry.
No, that would be unfair, wouldn't it? Because you weren't even there. Yeah.
You've got no reason to feel guilty at all. Have you?
Would you have left Novos's remains?
Well, I barely knew him, but I think it's important to, say the words. I don't know if you need the remains to do that, though. Maybe it's just a thought that counts.
Do you know any words?
Yes. What do you think we're doing?
I mean, I don't have much faith.
Oh, that's terrible.
In the gods.
But they're manifestly real.
I don't know. I've never seen hide nor hair. Well, I mean, it's.
I mean, they prove their existence all the time, surely. The sun comes up, sun goes down.
I don't know. Part of me just thinks.
Priests are able to do fantastic miracles.
Yes, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know. I just. It doesn't sit right with me. I've never said a prayer though. Have you?
I'm around prayers all the time.
Perhaps you and I. Could you teach me a prayer for Novos?
I mean, I'm not a priest.
No, but
I mean, you've got like priests in your group. Surely they could teach you how to pray. Well, I mean, I would just think you'd think of what God that you most needed or wanted, and then just sort of ask them or tell them how you feel. I imagine they're very busy, but I'm sure they can still listen.
Maybe.
I think you'll find that they need you as much as you need them.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll think on this, and I need some time to mull it over.
Okay, well, we're on the back of a wagon going who knows where, so you've got plenty of time.
Well, I was thinking of, breaking the old feet in for the day. Walking helps me think,
Okay.
So good morning, and I'll catch up with you later, I guess, and then I'll sort of hop off the wagon and sort of fall behind it, just...
Okay. All right.
No, it's so hard to pin down on anything.
It's a very good morning. Oh, you say good morning. Oh, it's a morning to be good.
So your group travels on. Ultimately, as the morning and day passes on, you pass over the stream back onto your original route, finding yourself back in this area. It's early afternoon by the time you get there. What's the general plan? You pull back on the wagons and stop the horses for a little while. And they take an opportunity to drink and eat.
I'll catch up with Jodocus's wagon at some point, and Jodocus, do you need a moment to take in the surroundings?
Oh shit! Yes, of course I do.
It's fucking jolly, isn't it?
Well, we've already been this way, so I have drawn pictures of this already.
Oh yeah, of course. I just didn't know. I was just asking my guy.
Right. Micromanagement's your style.
Yeah, I'll be a helicopter manager if I need to be. So need to be. And QB.
Yes. What?
I think it's about time for some lunch.
All right. Okay.
Do we have anything prepared? It would be a shame to stop moving altogether.
We've got some fruit. Some dried fruit.
That'll do. Make sure everyone gets some.
Some.
Just to keep us going for another few hours.
Like full rations. Full rations amount. Full rations. What you want? Everyone to have full rations. Dried fruit. Full rations.
Half rations or...
Half rations?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Everybody's on half rations.
We'll stop for something more substantial later. I just think we should.
I just want to know if everybody's on half rations or full rations.
Well,
why are we down on half rations? Is there a food
just
problem?
to keep the blood sugar up, you know?
But only half the amount that we should be having.
Well, I don't know. If you're going to give someone... Show me how much you think a full ration of fruit is.
Well, what kind of fruit? Hang on, I'll get some fruit.
What fruit do we have?
Well, it's really dry and wrinkly.
Raisins. Is it like a mixed...
Yeah.
Just...
some potentially some sort of apricots and things like that.
Yeah,
They're dried
Cool.
into hard, leathery pieces.
Can I have a look at it?
Are you going to go over? Yeah. So one of the barrels, it's a smaller barrel, and it has a mix of. There might be some bananas in there. There's like some brown discs.
Does the fruit all look like the edible variety?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, technically, all fruit's edible.
No poison,
Mouldy or not.
no poisonous things in there. Nothing
There's
designed.
scorpions and stuff.
No, on the fruit, on the berry
No,
type.
nothing looks. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it's dried fruit.
Bad.
I'm thinking this is more a reflection of how much you don't trust me.
Just
Delicious.
Just make sure everyone gets a good fistful to...
Oh, Ulysses is not going to be happy with a fistful.
Just to keep us going for a few hours. We've got...
Just a full amount then. What with like a normal scoop for everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Oh right, so not half rations anymore.
Well, I didn't know.
What is he going on about? I don't know. I'm just trying to work out. How
Just give someone some fucking fruit.
Fine. We'll dish
Double
out
rations.
some fruit.
Don't piss off the cooks, they'll spit in your food.
I
They
feel you.
already-
It's only a matter of time before I get Gleason and Palace back again and have to put up with the
Yeah, I
same
know.
shit.
All right. So everybody's
Stay on top
issued.
and each other's hands.
Allied forces should have a question mark after.
Yeah, Hubie and Huey issue a ration of fruit to everybody. So
Yeah, cool.
So it's going to contribute towards a full amount of food for today.
And then once I know Lascivious has got some, I might ask him to scout ahead if that's alright.
It depends on who's piloting the third cart, because you two.
Oh,
usually
yeah,
take
of
the
course,
cart,
yeah.
Because you haven't got me and Adam with you yet.
You might be the best cat.
That's right.
I'm proficient in controlling such a vehicle, so I think I would have taken the third cart, unless someone was to swap with me that's not proficient.
Or unless it's one of the NPCs
Throw a
who'd
horse
be
into
That-
a rock.
Bat looked pretty good with the horses, didn't he? Before
Yeah.
he was tending to the horses. So
Would he feel comfortable steering the cart around? Yeah. Well, when we swap for this, mildly swap for this break for fruit, I'll swap with Batman.
yeah, it's just the
You want me to-
Lascivious is much quicker than the whole caravan. So,
I am.
yeah.
I mean, I've never done it before.
It's pretty simple. Just don't wander off on the path that everyone else is on. You should be alright. I'm not travelling too quickly, so you should be fine.
Right. Well, not the lead one then.
No, follow behind the others. You'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't know, you can be if you want to.
Would you, Lascivious? Would you take Alvin with you just in case we've had a number of close encounters? Recently, I
I'll
would-
come with, but I'm not the sneakiest.
Good to know.
Let's consider this more of a just going to see what's there rather than sneaking to see what's there.
Specifically, it would be good if you get if you can see some clean water, that'd be fantastic. We should have enough for another few days yet, but
Well, if you
I'd rather not run it close.
If you
too
can't
close.
find any clean water, I am able to purify what you do find. So if you can't
Clean
find
water,
clean,
preferably, but any water will do.
we can deal with it if you don't find any. Yeah.
Why did I just think? I just go back to Harriet getting their knob out. Just like I'm going to purify water. This is my casting focus.
This isn't part
Straight
of
back into my flask.
Alright, so myself and Orvine and I'll take Longshot with us.
Purify my own piss.
So the three of us will
Bear Grylls this.
off and scout ahead.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
If Longshot will let me, I'll stroke him for walking.
The medium, you spell friend.
Okay.
But really aggressively because I'm a bit stronger than I think they are.
Oh, you mean that special kid?
Like
The
Sorry,
dog's eyes
Jamie,
go.
just before they
Mice
go
and
off,
men.
what has Seth been doing this whole time we've been travelling?
He's been
People that bad.
he's on one of the carts. He's on the last of the carts, quite deep into it, out of the sun.
I was half expecting him to be trying to draw next to that make.
It's like one of those people that draws penises on the back of the maps.
Okay, so the two of you are going to go off and scout for a bit. Being sneaky, or
We'll try. I guess.
We'll try, but I probably noticed that he's not the best, and we'll probably just try and mitigate it.
Probably not too bad, are they?
We're not disadvantaged.
So you know where they're going.
We'll give it a try.
okay?
Give it a try.
And they go old stealthy Ralphie's check.
Hey.
19.
I'm going to roll better than me this week. 19 as well.
I'm just as good as the.
So two of you set off ahead on the presumed route. There's a lot of low-level scrubland here. There's
So
thick,
it's like grassland.
yeah, grassland, thick bushes, and undulating ground, but it's not going to be anything that's too difficult for the wagons to traverse over. You crest a couple of rises and pause to see some smoke. Only a small amount of white smoke curling over the sky ahead of you.
Does it appear to be a camp or is it a settlement?
It's only enough smoke for you to say a campfire, maybe, but not enough for a settlement.
And we can't see any kind of figures in the distance.
Yeah, it's over the next rise. Depending if you want to go that far.
Hurt to look, would it?
Yeah, well, we have no reason to fear what's coming, so we'll continue on to get over to get a view of
Okay.
what might be there.
You get over you get to the next rise and peer over the top of it. You can see down in the bowl of these hills, there's a sheltered area. 2 tents are here next to a campfire. Campfire is still burning. You can see there's a spit been mounted over it with some sort of animal presumably on it. And even from here, the smell of cooking meat greets you. Don't see anybody at the camp, but you do see somebody on a rise opposite, heading down towards it.
And how far is our caravan behind us at this point?
You're probably about a mile back.
It's only taking too long to catch up.
We could hold here and just wait for them to get. Keep an eye on these.
Yeah, let's keep a.
How far away is the camp in front of us? Rise.
It's probably a couple of 100 feet away.
Yeah, we'll stay here. If they see us, then they can come and greet us, and we'll wait for the others and
Yeah. Just
we'll ask off here what he wants to do.
Can
So
we
what-
see the people over there? What they look like?
Just like moving around.
They're moving down towards the camp.
Well, we won't interfere. We'll sit and wait for the caravan to start approaching us.
Okay. Gideon, Mr. Yeban. It's a relief to see the campfire ahead. The smell of meat is tantalizing. It's been a little while since you had any food yourself. To see the campfire ahead of you, nobody around it, cooking meat.
How good does that smell?
Really good.
So, Eban, I think, I don't know about yourself, but I'm so hungry, I think I can't help myself, I think I need to go eat some food. I'm sure whoever it belongs to wouldn't mind swapping a bit of coin for some food. We'll go towards the meat.
So two of you crest over the rise and start making your way down.
The very determined power walk.
Yeah.
From a 3-foot halfling.
Towards where this campfire is. 2 tents in this bowl depression. You get closer and see nobody around the campsite.
So, hello? Anyone there?
Hello?
Is there a second from one of the tents?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm armed.
I have arms too.
That's okay, we mean no harm.
Oh, in that case, come on in. Come on.
I'm going to walk into the tent.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to squat.
Oh, you go into the tent. It's only a low frame tent, so you can walk in just fine. But the woman inside is quite hunched over. So it's obviously fine if you lay on the cot bed that's in there, but as she stood up, she's like that. Turn around.
I'll do a 360.
No. She's struggling to get her top on properly.
Wow. Why did you ask me to come in if you're not
Well,
dressed?
I meant the camp,
Well, you said
not the tent.
Not right now. But please get yourself decent while we stand outside.
Is the food on the fire on a spit?
It is.
Does it look like it's ready?
It's well on the way to being ready.
I'm going to go over and just rotate it.
Yeah, it's blackened a little bit on one side, but clearly it's been spiced well as well. The surface of it is glazed off to a thick, crackling type level, but there's occasional drops of fat which are falling into the fire.
Rotate it. Can I get my dagger and just a little bit off the top just to see?
Yeah, you slice it. You slice the top off it. As soon as you take the dark outer off it, it's a nice pale colour underneath, but still it's cooked through properly. Just a little bit longer and this will be done.
And I'll rip a bit off. Handing it up to you.
No, not yet. And try and roll it.
I'll start stuffing the
Well,
other.
make a dexterity saving throw, please.
16.
16. Okay. You hold the meat up and you reach out for it. You just pull your hand away just in time. A seagull comes down, just trying to grab the piece of meat. Pull your hand down and seagull's off again.
At that point, everything that I've got in my hands just rammed straight into my mouth.
Okay. It's delicious, but too hot for your mouth. As you bite into it, fat sprays out of the top layer of it, filling the lower part of your mouth.
I'm gonna
spit it back out in your hand.
Hold in there.
I shout into the tent. Sorry, my name's Gideon and
Zelissa.
Zelissa.
Yeah.
And this is Master Ivan. We was travelling, you see, from we've been sent from Misas to join up with another group, and we got a little lost, you see, and we couldn't help but wonder if you'd share your food with us.
Of course. Yeah, no problem. No, there's more food than I can eat, so.
What is it anyway? Is it pork?
Sure.
Sure.
Long pig.
Yeah.
It's a tall pig.
It's oddly human shaped.
Pig of the grassland, shall we say.
I haven't heard that expression before.
It'll taste like pork. That's the important thing. It's a ground mammal.
Okay, it's a good. Okay.
So are humans.
I know, that's what my mum was like. So are we.
You're gonna start nibbling on it.
Anyway, I'm just about ready. I'll come out and have some as well. Gideon.
Yes, Gideon.
Okay.
I guess I'll help myself to the piece. That's hopefully it's cooled down now that you gave me.
Yeah, it's got a lot of slobber on it.
Okay. There's a couple of seagulls that have landed nearby. And they're just
I'm gonna do the childish run at them.
okay. Do not flee.
Oh my god.
I'll stop about 10 feet away.
I was like, how big are these seagulls to the halfling?
Only a fraction
That's like the
smaller than
seagulls
him.
Yeah, I'm
Seagulls
3
are
foot. I'm 3 foot, so...
Yeah, the seagulls
Okay,
are massive.
up on the rise, you're watching this thing unfold.
So we've seen 2 figures approach the camp and look like they're using it essentially.
Yeah.
And one try and scare the seagulls away.
Running around.
Unsuccessfully so.
So we'll wait for the
Chuckle to ourselves and wait.
wait for the Garen to catch up and
Okay.
flag down off here.
All right. Yeah. The caravan eventually will have everybody having had full rations of lunch fruit, which we're all right. A little bit chewy, but I mean, dried fruit is dried fruit, isn't it?
It's a sugar boost to this.
Yeah, dried fruit, mate.
Who's the worst chef?
Tried it.
Our camp, your camp.
So you guys hear the caravan come in. Quite a time before you see it.
And once we get close, I'll run back.
Yes.
Just in the dip of the next rise, there's a small camp with a couple of people milling around.
All right. Well,
So I was wondering if you wanted to go and meet them, or would you want to continue onwards? We can probably skirt around and not.
how many were there?
I think we saw 2, maybe 3.
1.5.
Yeah, perhaps a child.
You'd kick all
This
our
is the
asses.
first time we've met people on the road that we might outnumber, so I finally feel safe. But let's go and meet them.
Yes. Just over that next rise and down the little depression in the valley there. A little bit.
Can we get the entire caravan down, or?
We could do, but
You can. Yeah. It's gentle hills.
Okay. Yeah,
it's not too safe. It's just
It's not as bad as the ones you dealt with around here.
Right. Okay.
If there's people, we could always ask and see if they know any of the local landmarks, if there's anything to look out for.
Yeah,
Anybody
they-
notice in the area?
They may be travellers going in our direction. The more.
there's a couple of tents, a couple of people. So.
Well, let's make ourselves known. Yes. Yeah. What harm can it do? Onward. Onwards.
You want to start moving on. So there's the wag.
Oh, fear berries.
Shortly
come out.
before the wagon comes into view, the 2 of you are also met with you, thieving whore. The man closer to the south has appeared. You stole my food, you bitch, to give to these men. How dare you? Godson. This is my badger.
I'm gonna walk up.
Mine. I think you'll find, madam. You promised me good service, but instead you took my meat and fled.
You are too concerned with what was and what will be. Calm down.
What will be is that meat in my mouth.
I'm gonna just.
Not that meat. I want the clean meat.
I mean, look, there's enough to go around. Just looking at it, it's big badger, and I've lost my appetite, so I'm not going to be eating it.
I am a slender man with a voracious appetite, but it's not about that. It's about my property. That is mine, and she has taken it from me. She is a scantily clad whore, and I will have her name spread as such around all of the town. Well, if there was a town, I would spread it around.
Well, your badger is lovely. As I get my dagger out, it just gets a bit more up.
You disgust me, madam. Oh, come on. You weren't going to share properly anyway, were you? I was. You sent me out looking for those bloody kids of yours, and the next thing I know, you were gone. Well, did you find them? No, I'm here looking for my bloody badger. Get your hands off it, you short-ass little... What are you, anyway?
It's always the badgers.
I'm gonna keep it and go. You must let go of the illusion of control.
Illusion of control?
Stuff more badger into my mouth and direct eye contact the whole time as the badger's going in.
You think that thing's going to make you grow into a full-sized man or even a half-sized dwarf? Look at with you? How far away are you, for God's sake?
I am as tall as I need to be and as short as I should be.
The hell does that mean? You an imbecile?
Are you intelligent?
No. You. Are you an imbecile?
No, my name is Master Yiban.
Well, I've never heard it pronounced that way before. But get my badger out of your mouth.
Your cock's
It's
out.
my meat. My meat.
No, your cock's out.
Again? No, it is not. Right, he's strutting over to the camp.
Now who is the imbecile?
Still you, I'm afraid. Now, he slaps your hand. He's going to slap your hand with the
Okay.
meat in you.
Oh god.
Quite convincingly.
Okay.
So yeah, he slaps your hand hard enough to knock any meat you got onto the ground. See, now you ruined my meat.
But sir, please do not pick a fight with him.
Can I
He is about the size of man that I think I can handle.
use my quarterstaffs just to try flick and trip him?
You can.
Because I want to go for whichever foot he's leaning his weight on, back of the knees, and just get him to fall.
Go for it.
Mingo. I shout for Mingo.
Is it just
do? You used to knock me over on my strong leg and
is it
shout
just
for Mingo.
an attack? Just a
Yeah, just make an attack roll.
22.
22. That's going to catch his foot.
Am I doing damage for it as well?
Yeah, do some damage.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Bludgeoning.
Catch him on the back of the leg. He seems to reposition so he stays on his feet. But as he does so, the stick is twisted between his ankles. He yells out in pain.
And then I'm going to pick the badger back up. That bit was mine.
The wagon comes rolling over the hill at this point, followed by a second and a third one. Aha! These people will get the best of you. Excuse me there! Hey, hello!
I started shouting
There's 2 of them!
Stay calm.
You're gonna get along.
Excuse me, I need your assistance here immediately. It's a matter of theft and imbecilia.
Is that a type of bird?
No, it's a type of short man.
Where's a short man?
Because there seems to be
I
a
always think
problem
Alfie is
head
short.
off
He's
it.
not, is he?
I don't know. I can't quite hear him over this distance. Let's get a little closer.
I said!
Hold on, we're coming.
Oh, you just wait.
No, I'm going to eat. I'll wait after I've eaten. It's always good to wait before you go swimming after eating.
He goes over the badger and he cuts a chunk off himself and
It's nice, isn't it?
How do you spell imbecilia?
Alright, so the wagons will eventually get down to the base of this thing. As Alyssa has reversed back into her tent at this point.
What did she look like when she came out?
She was about 30 years old. The clothes she was wearing looked tattered, well-travelled. Not enough, you would say, for the temperature. It is cold today.
Did she look pretty for her age? Or?
Sure, yeah. If that's what you-
Yeah, but I mean, no.
She ragged.
Not everyone that's 30 looks pretty.
She was a normal, pleasant-looking woman. If she cleaned up and
Okay.
brushed her hair.
What do you mean for her age?
She could be a hussy.
He certainly thinks so.
He's in the wrong age group, really. He's not making these insults.
Slender man with a vivacious appetite, and she is a scantily clad whore.
I mean, it isn't everyone that steals a badger.
It is a land mammal.
I say, ho there.
I'm so glad you're here. Let me tell you right now that what we need is you.
Me?
Arrest these people.
We are not lawmen. We are travellers. I can't arrest people for you.
Does there seem to be some kind of problem here?
This-
with our arrest?
Fetid harlot has stolen my dinner along with these rapscallious tosspots.
Sir, please. This is a lady. How about we start again? let's start with introductions. I am Count Ophir von Reginald.
And my name is Godson.
Godson, arrogant cunt. Sorry, just Godson.
Count off for you, say. I will come to the thing. I'm assuming we got a letter from the council. And go, oh, we're actually here to assist you with your... it's like an official
Can I get the whole
scroll.
badge?
I'll take it from you. I'll sort of completely blank.
So Godson's over by it now. He's come to meet
I
up
thought
it.
he
So
was going.
Yeah, well, I asked you.
he's not leaving the Badger area.
Damn it.
The badge area.
The area.
So I've given Offer the official.
Excuse me. I was talking.
Hush, Godson. I'm reading.
I will audibly start at Godson as he gets hushed.
Well, you two seem to be starting on great yourselves already with accusations of theft, and you've barely even joined us. If you are who you say you are.
Well, I think there seems to be a misunderstanding.
There's no misunderstanding. This woman stole my dinner. She sent me off on a fool's errand and stole my dinner.
Is the woman still in the tent, or is she back out now?
She's inside the tent.
What woman?
She's in that tent.
So
With
I believe there
the
was
rank.
something happened
Tepid
prior
whore.
to us getting to this tent.
Don't go in the tent though. She's got her top off.
I will go and open the.
She's in there.
Pardon?
She's in there, sat on a bunk, desperately trying to push her belongings into a bag.
Did you steal a badger?
No, of course not. We were sharing it.
There you go. You're sharing it. Is what I'll turn back to the.
She's not sharing my badger. I had a badger. I offered to share it with her initially, and she said that, if I were to retrieve her children, well, we could travel together. Next thing I know, I've gone to find their tracks. She's gone. All my stuff, including my bloody badger.
But by your own admission, you offered her the badger to share. So
I didn't offer her to take all of my stuff.
You should have specified. You offered to share the badger. The
I'll
badger
look
is now
towards-
being shared.
As you can see, there's been a miscommunication between these two before we
I'll look
arrived.
towards Bertinak because he is our moral compass.
I'm getting. Bertinak is getting visibly irritated by this. He's simmering, let's say.
It's like a fender bender on the street and just everyone's involved.
We don't meet people by accident. They are meant to cross paths for a reason.
Well, the reason I crossed your path is to retrieve my badger. And if she's got my pillow in there, I want that back as well.
So, just to clarify, whose camp is this? Who assembled these tents?
Well, I did not assemble the tent. I sleep looking up at the stars.
Zelissa, it's her camp and her badger.
There's the two tents.
There's two tents.
I'll sit there and.
Who is she
The
here
strap
with?
for her
There's
like-
clearly more than one person.
Didn't ask. She offered me badger. I ate the badger.
It was not her badger to offer.
We've been
It was
here.
a
We've
stolen
established there's an issue
badger.
with her badger. How did you meet this woman?
I was travelling, heading westward.
From where?
I was heading from a settlement to the east.
No, I got that. What's this settlement called?
Crookhold.
Did you get that off here?
And you met this Zelissa where exactly?
No, she was travelling herself, looked quite distraught. So, being a charitable man such as I am, I was only too keen to help her, not realising she was, of course, a thief!
And what aid did you offer her?
To search for her children and some comfort.
And how did this theft take part? Not the badger, your theft of your belongings?
Yes, well, she was going to wait for me, but obviously she decided not to do so.
I think this is a strong accusation. Madam, will you not come out and defend yourself?
I'm actually quite afraid of him, so I'd rather not come out.
Do you have nothing to fear while we're here? Just
Well, I don't know who you are either. It wasn't so bad when the first two were here, but it's all got very
look, if this accusation of theft against you is quite severe. You have taken this man's belongings and
He
fled
offered-
away from him after he offered you assistance in this way. It's
reflects very badly on yourself. You should come out and answer.
When I think of it, I'm gonna
He gave me the badger.
But did he give you the rest of his belongings?
No, I haven't taken anything other than the badger.
He is very physically aggressive.
What, sir? What has she taken from you other than the badger?
I left her with my favourite pillow, a stool, and I wrapped a blanket around her. She's taken that as well.
Is that it?
And I had
the rest of the things in my backpack.
Do you have these things that this man has lost, madam?
I don't know what he's talking about, other than the badge which he offered me in fair exchange for services.
Well, if you won't emerge from your tent and defend yourself and show us that you're, by being honest about this matter, then I have no recourse but to presume that you're hiding your deceits and that you have in fact stole from this man.
Does he look like he's lying in his face?
He just seems very angry and getting progressively more and more frustrated that no one can see his point of view. You know?
I'm right!
Yeah.
There's also a matter of... Was it Godson your name was?
Yes.
You were looking for children of this woman.
So she said, yes. Godson Radorkian.
Right. And we were told what these children looked like.
A boy and a girl. The boy about 10 years of age and the girl 8. Apparently they'd gone wandering off, so she said. I was unable to find no tracks, and when I came back to tell her, well, she was gone with my stuff. I'm most frustrated about the badger.
I must admit, this madam, you seem remarkably calm for someone who is missing their children.
I didn't say anything about any children.
I'll walk over to the tent and pull it aside. And look, madam, you're clearly attempting to conceal your true intentions here. Did you or did you not take from this man? Do you have his bag, his stool, his pillow and his blanket?
I don't. Everything you see here is mine.
Because she's in rags, isn't she? So, yeah.
Is there a stool that's wrapped in a blanket and a pillow?
There's a blanket on the bed and there is a stool in here.
I'm going to ask Celissa, who's the second tent for?
That was here when I got here.
You mean to say that
The
you
tent's
stole
not
the
mine.
tents too?
The tent's not mine.
So we're in someone's camp. Someone else.
Is this quite easy to hear through a tent? I mean, it's only a tent, isn't it? But
Yeah, I ran away from him when he started getting all aggressive. I mean, you can see how aggressive he is.
Can I?
And I found these tents all set up. Why wouldn't I use them?
So her and I, we're not in line of sight, are we?
No, she's refused to come out of the tent.
Can I use minor illusion to create the sound of a pair of children that are just a little bit further off, that you can't get anything distinct, but like they're giggling, just to see if there's any reaction? Because I'm just curious, as if I'm a bit confused as to whether she's got children or not.
Okay.
So just slyly, I'll
Made the sound of some giggling children nearby.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario is going to shit everybody up.
And no one else looking.
I mean, I'll try and sort of. I mean, to anyone that I might catch my eye, I'll just be like. But then.
Okay. Okay. So the sound of laughing children can be heard in the vicinity of the camp.
What's the reaction from Miss Godson and the woman when they hear the children?
Godson looks around looking for the source of the sound, doesn't say anything. Inside the tent, she doesn't seem to react to it.
Well, I think it's very clear here that there's some kind of deception going on. We're not here to settle domestic disputes, but it's evident, madam, that you've wronged this man in some form or other, and you seem to have occupied somebody else's camp as well.
They weren't using it. And as soon as these people came along, I offered to share. Like, the rules of the road. You know?
If there's no immediate reaction, I'll drop the illusion.
Okay. Rules of the road, friendly travellers and all of that. We've got to help each other out.
Godson, for what it's worth, I do believe you. I think she has stolen your stuff.
Damn right she did!
But
that is between the two of you to resolve.
Precisely, and do you see the things here?
Well, I haven't been into the tent, but there's certainly my meat, and he has taken a fair chunk of it as well.
Literally, as he points at the meat, it's just me. just in the background.
Well, there's nothing I can do about the meat consumed. Why don't we stop here for the night? Why don't we all dine together? Perhaps A, we can get to the bottom of this, and B, perhaps we can move past this. You said you were moving eastwards, correct?
Yes.
Well, it so happens that we are too. Perhaps we could travel together. What's the place you mentioned? Crookhold?
I've got that wrong. I was heading westwards. Sorry.
Oh, westwards. Oh, okay. Well, perhaps this might be a nice junction in our journey, and if nothing else, it gives us this time to use civility to get to the bottom of this matter.
Well, at least this man's got to the root of it immediately. Recognises the woman for what she is.
Can I?
Who knows how many other travellers she's taken advantage of?
With that aside, Godson, we'd certainly benefit from your knowledge of the lands to the east from here as we're headed in that direction ourselves.
Oh, well, yes, quite. Yes.
Our man Jodicus here's been mapping things out. Offer as the leader of our caravan, and I'm surely we'd be very grateful if you'd spend some time with Offer and Jodicus just to give us an idea of what lies ahead.
Well, at the very least, I intend to stay here and, recovering the whole spit of meat, finish my meat.
Perhaps we can add some of our rations to that and create a larger dish for everyone to share in.
What have you got?
Salt.
Salt, lots of salt. Hughie.
Yeah. What?
Is there anything you can do with this? It's badger. I mean, the forest provides what the forest provides, I suppose. Could we add anything?
Except the forest didn't really provide it, did it? It's mine. I will say she's cooked it well.
Well, that's a starting point. No?
Well, what do you want? We want to just do some vegetables, put some vegetables on the side of it?
Well, of course, yes. I can send one of my men out and foraging for mushrooms or something, I don't know.
Very well, I've been chasing this harlot for hours. And I will be needing a rest, and there is a tent already here.
Yeah, I mean, we've spent a lot of the day travelling ourselves.
But I will not rest in the presence of her. She will take advantage of me, and then you, and then you'll know.
Well, it's a custom amongst us out in the wild here to at least make sure there's one person watching. You never know what can creep out of these woods at night. So.
And we outnumber her quite significantly. I'm sure if she were to stay with us tonight, then all will be well.
There are two tents, perhaps for the evening. You take one, she is clearly taking the other.
Yes.
I suppose if we're fortunate enough, the owners of those tents might show up as well.
Yes, but you can keep apart, but in the safety of a camp.
I'll take a persuasion roll, please. You can have advantage because multiple of you.
17.
Regardless of the situation, I have.
Way more than that, actually. Sorry,
I can see the sense in having a bunch of us all together, especially with night coming.
Yeah.
It's not all badgers around here. Some things are truly terrifying.
Like what?
The woman in that tent!
Did you
Should have seen that one coming.
Did you procure this badger from the local area?
I did. Let me tell you.
Yes, that'd be great.
Badger can be a fearsome opponent.
Perhaps, listen, be careful, but you might have more success if you went alone.
I'll look for some game. I can also find local kind of fauna, mushrooms and the like.
Sek? Where's Sek? Sek? I'll find him shortly. Hubie, one of you find Sek and send him to go and get some edible mushrooms.
Which one of us?
Huey.
No, you do it. Well, I think you should do it. I did.
Huey, rock, paper, scissors.
Boulder parchment shears.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Boulder parchment shears.
Ah, shit. Best of 3. Best of 5.
I mean, like, just doing Boulder over and over again. This time.
Myself and...
Someone change to something other than Boulder. You first.
Myself and Bert will go and hunt.
That sounds
They're
fantastic.
quite used to being outdoors, so...
Wonderful. And I'll remain here with the rest of the camp. We'll get things set up.
I'll see to some more firewood and I'll take off my armour and just go to one of the surrounding trees and start like chopping bits
Get
of wood.
ready to fight a Hydra. That's
Yeah.
what happens to me when I take my armour off.
Guaranteed.
Armour class and
Worst thing you could ever do.
Turns out this
Guaranteed
woman's going to
fight.
turn into some mega like heinous bitch monster.
I think he's the bad one.
Yeah, she seems too obvious, doesn't she? And he's really pushing for it.
Awesome.
Maybe they're just both nice people.
I think really you need to boil this down to who is the last NPC that was introduced.
That's why Josh doesn't like
Yeah.
it.
I mean, you're going out of your way to make sure he's thoroughly pissed.
It's like you want him to kill you immediately.
He started it with the short antics, right?
You want to turn into Master Yi-Man, I don't
All I want to do was eat some
agree on
magic.
that.
You want a fist fight with
I think he took advantage of her being poor and
It's like Morpheus and stuff.
thinking
I just didn't want to be the
got
first
his way
one.
with her, and
He
now he wants to
seemed-
not pay her.
He seems
Like an arsehole.
reasonably distressed that he's gone off to do a good thing for her and she's done her with his
He
He does
the
have a
angriest
reasonable-
doesn't always mean the
It
the
doesn't
right.
always mean they're correct, but she won't come
She's
out and
been very
defend herself either.
But the woman on her own won't come out with 30 people.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
you haven't seen a fresh source of water around here, have you?
There's a stream about a mile back. My skins are filled like my bladder.
We'll leave them a good distance away, will you? And a mile. When you say back, you mean east?
Yes. Further east.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. Not cool. That's. I won't say that back then, would they?
There are some bushes surrounding that stream as well that have a pleasant growth on them. A fine red berry.
You're somewhere between Flashart and Matt Berry, and it's very.
Dad, I just sent you a message. I just sent you a picture.
I'm just getting the badger.
Arizona.
You realise
That's what I'm
if he
thinking.
sees this, you're just giving him extra badge of material for the next session. Right?
Stop Arizona.
I'm the best lecturer in this house city.
Go get a drink.
I literally just wrote down on my thing.
It's the second line that got me.
Right, if
Yeah, I was about to say it, but then I realised we were being recorded.
Right, if I assume that this has now been another day, because we're probably going to stay
We're about
here
to stop
overnight.
it,
You're about
We've
to
got
go.
about a day and a half's worth of water and less than days worth of rations left.
So we can replenish the water.
We can find some water.
So
is this before you've taken off this
It
next
wasn't
day?
when you went in the last time when you
So
got your deer and
I
stuff,
took
wasn't it
off
like 4
yesterday's
days
when you all
worth of food or
died,
something, or 2
and I've
days.
taken off
2 days,
Yeah.
yeah. I think each
Okay.
stag I brought back as
Yeah,
well.
I think it's
After we
only
long
for 2 or
rest,
3 days.
we've got
Been-
less than days worth of food and a day and a half's worth of water.
Shit, so we really need the hunting trip.
But hopefully between us we can find at least
Successful.
an animal of some sort.
Well, for
Or
the purpose, we've all got our own
berries,
rations.
mushrooms.
So we've got
Yeah, we've got our own rations.
10 days.
The NPCs don't.
Yeah, they can start.
There's a lot of
What's your
NPCs
favourite
there.
terrain?
It's the hot
It's not forest, so the grassland isn't great, so I'm just
Oh,
decent levels
Yeah.
4.
Well, we can
and
It's just that
prioritize
we-
animal
I
handling's
I
just
think
4 as
we
well.
calculate
Is it in your favourite train? Don't you get like double
it's
the
about
amount?
24.
So like even if it's
Yeah.
just a few days,
Also,
then we have to go on our own
I think
rations, and they
it's
can
a
go off the
druid
supply,
class
and then
Yeah.
when we get the
that when
hunts,
you
yeah.
Ideally,
But
when you can forage for
hopefully
your
we
own
can
thing. I
keep
don't know if
working
it's
from
like
a
a
wagon
road,
and keep our rations.
road map, it's Sage, I think it is. When you're out there,
Like,
you
someone
can forage
for
for 7
someone
people
for foraging, someone for water,
every day.
someone for-
Yeah.
I need to take
Just
good
does
berries
One,
as
it's
soon
one
as I
of
can.
Yeah.
good berry.
I wonder how long we've got.
Yeah,
until,
but
like,
you're right. If it was in favourite terrain, I
Look
could
how
get double
far
the
we're gonna
amount
get
of
until
Yeah.
it's.
like berries and stuff that we could find.
If
But
we,
before grass on there, we
I reckon
whatever.
southeast.
Yeah.
I reckon
Yeah.
southeast. West.
I think
I reckon
it's
there's
easily a job
something.
now though that we're gonna have to
We're gonna
hunt
get that
every
for swamp.
day
Unless there's a
effectively
path that
to
they
sustain
some
ourselves.
people regularly use.
That's true. I've been like amphibious.
Yeah, and it's unnatural.
They're in
But
and
we
out.
don't know if we know people.
You find
trade
Oh,
twice as
yeah,
much
true.
food when
Yeah,
foraging.
but that was Angel's Reach, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, but they trade. But then they send them stuff, so they might have cards and
That's
stuff.
true,
That
yeah.
there might still be
Yeah.
a
I
path.
I don't think we
what
narrowed
did
down
I
whether
see
they
the-
went.
Oh no,
they
good
met
berries
in the
first,
middle,
that was
or
nice.
one went
But
one
you
way or
don't.
the
Yeah,
other.
but my point is, the age restraint.
How many berries do you get?
There is obviously
Yeah.
others that
Yeah.
have
They,
the
yeah, they did just take
capability
a
to-
small
Which is
box
enough
they
for-
had.
Yeah,
Right. Spells
That's
got
a
And
day
they
berries.
were
of
bringing
food.
stuff up for them as well.
Yeah.
They were sending like stuff like tools and stuff.
I suppose for the benefit of the party, we should describe what Gideon and Master Yuban look like, shouldn't we?
Yeah, so Master Ivan is a halfling around 3 foot tall, bald halfling except for a luscious ponytail that comes to his shoulders. He is clearly going on in years, but you'd certainly say old. He has simple clothes on, clearly designed for travelling more than it is any sort of ceremonial stuff or anything like that. His fists and hands have simple wraps on them that continue halfway up to his forearms. He clutches a staff that seems barely more than a twig with some knickknacks nailed to it, strapped to it in other bits of colourful cloth. Looking at him, you do feel a sense of his calmness and his ease, though, regardless of any social pressures that might be in. He just seems happy, almost as if you're looking at a child. He's just happy in whatever he's doing in his own little world and his own little thoughts.
That does seem relevant.
Excuse me.
Given the situation. Don't worry, just the neighbouring units are frightened.
That's fine. Give him some spooky.
Gideon is, well, I'm going to make it easy. He looks like me for all the purposes. Never looked like Mr. Meal. It's just tough to say.
I didn't mean it like that. I started off very well.
Yeah, he's just 6'1". He's not very athletic, but you can tell he's been behind a desk most of his life in the sense of.
Country strong.
It's good, just going, but he's just a big bone.
It's stored
Yeah.
power. Yeah.
But he's geared like if no one, for example, if no one's ever known anything about the outdoors and they've been dressed in the store. But, yeah, so it's just got like stuff that just doesn't matter.
Oh no.
All these pockets with nothing in.
Yeah, basically, he's got all that gear, but where it's just like all the gear, no idea. So,
Yeah.
Like your parents dress you to go on it.
yeah. He's been swindled in the shop before because he's never been outdoors.
And to my knowledge, he's just come straight from council services.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
Yeah,
wearing
yeah.
camouflage.
Straight out of school.
Yeah, essentially.
It's
Yeah.
not just camouflage, he's probably wearing Jack Pike camouflage, like the wood on his hands stuff.
Yeah, but then I got my orange high vis on, so you can see. Make sure you don't.
Because that's what the safety booklet says.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. So you decided to effectively camp now.
Yeah, we're going to see out the rest of the afternoon and the evening there, and we'll set off early
Okay.
tomorrow.
Is Ulysses still in the tent on our own?
Yes, he doesn't come out.
Okay, I'm going to go up to the tent and say, it's Gideon. Can I come in for a sec?
Her tent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So I go in and I don't know what's going on.
Is he still out there?
I think so. I think he's in the other tent, but there's enough of us that there's nothing's going to happen.
You will protect me if he comes in here, won't you?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh,
It's we might not be the law, but we are. We can't just stand by and let people assault each other.
I'm so lucky that you people all came by when you did. Imagine if you hadn't come along.
Yeah, I feel
It'd
that.
just be me with that horrible man.
Where were you heading? If you don't mind me asking.
I honestly don't know where I'm heading. Just trying to find somewhere.
So you settle down.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from? Just so I can get an idea of what.
Well, I'm also heading west from east, and I guess we came from the same place. I'd never met him though.
Is it a big town? Where you two?
Not big.
Enough where you two might not run into each other. Big enough. Have you?
I've heard him. I've never seen him.
Because he spoke of West, and the way he spoke was that he never heard of this house. Have you not ever heard of this house?
No.
It's a large, central city to the west here.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's that's where my companions and me have came from. We've come out from the west to travel the east. Funny enough, why do you travel the west?
Well, at least there's somewhere I could go. Is it safe there?
Yes, there has been some hiccups in the past. Hobgoblin raids and dragon attacks and so on.
He's selling it.
It's going so well till then.
Gods coming from the sky, but there's plenty of work there, and there's also ports there to take you elsewhere if you don't want to.
Sounds exactly like what I'm looking for. Yeah.
It's 2 days. Is it? Have I booked the 2 days?
Don't forget, we're
I know,
over
I'm trying to
there.
figure out.
She's got to come all the way up there, up, round, over, down.
Currently around here.
Yeah, about 2 days.
I think to get to Miss House, way more than 2 days.
I think we must be about a week away now.
Are we traveling a week? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if not more.
You'll be there in 2 days, don't you?
Alright.
Should be somewhere in 2 days.
Don't worry about it.
So, if you travel, if you travel north, there's a town there that we recently visited. Looked at. I lost.
That would really affect me when I'm like, oh shit, I don't know.
There is a town north though, because we passed it, and it's a week's travel from there to Miss House. But you need supplies when you get there, and I'm going to give her 2 gold coins.
Thank you. That's
But I mean, it's
very, very kind of you.
well, it's even if you nick the badger, we're out in the wilds. It's a badger for God's sake. Just sent the next BBEG to Miss House.
With 2 gold coins.
Well, I'm going east. I'm well away from that.
Well, look, there's an extra cot in this tent. You seem pleasant. As long as you stay over your side, do you want to use that cot tonight?
Would you feel more
Well,
comfortable?
I'd feel more comfortable knowing that no one else was going to come in here at night.
Okay. I'll stay on the other cot then.
I'm gonna put a sock on the.
On the what?
the top of the tent.
Oh, I see. I didn't know where you were going on that.
The socks are hanging.
A little while later, I would also like to sort of follow up in the tent and just be like, hello, madam, are you in there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't.
While Gideon's still in here.
Yeah, I mean, if he hasn't said anything, I haven't put my head around the door.
Imagine me there. Hello.
It's getting kind of dark and cold now, and there was a mention of children earlier. I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is.
I don't know how many children. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, raving and furious he may be, I wouldn't want children's lives to be at risk. You're certain. You couldn't be actually, but
Are you sure you know kids?
well, is it likely that you would have mentioned anything about children to him?
No, I don't have any children. Why would I even lie about that?
Oh no, it wasn't an accusation, madam. I promise. All right. Well, okay. I'll leave you to it. I'm sure food will be prepared soon. Perhaps we can bring you some if you don't feel comfortable coming to get it.
Well, it was my badger.
Well, now it's our badger, you see. In any case, we shall bring you some food later.
Okay. I couldn't eat the whole badger anyway, and I was only too happy to share it with Gideon and his I didn't catch his name. His short friend.
Yiban.
Yiban.
Yeah, Yiban. Okay, well I shall leave you in peace for now, madam.
Offer, just so you're aware, I'll be staying in the cot tonight just in case that fella has a rage dream or something and thinks to try and sell the score while we're asleep.
That's probably best, Gideon. Thank you.
No fear, leader of the Communist Party. It's now our badger.
Just call me Count Stalin. No.
Comrade.
Another name to add to the.
Oh, if you grow that moustache now, that's a good moustache.
Bad person, but great
Looking at this document that Gideon gave me, does it,
and cast charm at the
for
same
all
time.
intents and purposes, appear genuine?
Sorry.
This document that
the council says.
yeah, this council document that Gideon's given me. Does it for all
Yeah, it
intents?
does. It does. Yeah.
Cool.
That you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, if nothing springs out at me, then I'm not going to question it. So,
It's got a signatory on the bottom of it.
and has Sitis returned yet?
Indeed.
Wonderful. Well, we'll deal with that later. And did Huey or Hubie find Sek, or are they still playing?
They did find Sek. He was some distance away from the cart, but came back.
Brilliant. So we're waiting for
Yeah.
Bert to return, waiting for Sek to return.
Yeah, we're gonna do some foraging, aren't we?
Yeah.
We need to look at water, which is
Before it gets too dark and it gets
Well, it sounds like there's a
probably
stream
more difficult.
a mile
So,
eastwards from us.
That
So
dusk
I'm
kind of period.
hoping tomorrow we don't need to go a full day's worth without water. We can just
get
refill our water there. Yeah.
We're a bit rocky here, we're coming back.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you know really well the show.
Hopefully between us, looking out for animals and berries and mushrooms and whatnot.
Make a survival check for me.
Not me, unfortunately.
23.
You
Well,
find it, you can
Mention it. What's the name of it? That's it.
you find a water.
Okay. Roll 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
6.
Okay. So ultimately, after looking around, you manage to. You focus mainly on berries and things you can pick from trees over killing animals. But all in all, you managed to recover £6 worth of food.
Which is pretty good.
Well, they're not back yet, so we'll see.
They might not make it.
Bert might eat half on the way back.
How far did we get out? Did we get as far as this supposed water source that's a mile away? Or
Well, if you repeat, you've got to do the roll again for water. There is a stream. But so he said so. Yeah.
Roll
just
over.
yeah.
Did you say £6 of berries, or was it fruit as well?
Fruit. Combination of fruit and berries that you managed to pick.
it'd be 13.
Yeah, then in that case, 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
I must have misread it. I didn't know what it was, but yeah.
Here's to
Minus
our
one.
Let's go with a P.
Yeah, we could wait.
A total of 3.
Yes.
Horrible.
So 3 gallons of water. You realise you've got enough water carriers for that much.
So 6 pounds of food, 3 gallons of water.
Yeah.
That's
It's respectable.
respectable. Yeah. So we'll gather that, and
After a few hours, you head back to camp with
it's probably actual dark at that point.
a
Isn't
sack of berries and fruit that you picked, and 3 gallons of water.
it? Sadly, no animals, but this is the mainstay. We'll be fine.
Good.
At least, yeah, there's a string of
We've got meat
Yes.
tonight, anyways.
We made sure to pick the berries that had not been peed on by the animals.
What kind of berries you got?
One without any pee.
Took him out of dog piss hide with you.
Thank you, Baldric. Ratovan.
Ratovan.
I swear everyone's on a mission to wind up the paladin today.
What kind of berries does Bert bring back, Jamie?
Can we get Sam to have a mental breakdown by the end of
It'll
tonight?
take a lot more.
There's blackberries.
Red breeze.
Green brief.
You better ask yourself some deep questions. What fucking kind of red berries are those red berries? Otherwise, you might be shitting yourself.
Goji berries.
They are the delicious kind. But
Some people pay to have a cleanse.
Yeah.
these ones,
Very.
these ones can be eaten. They do not make you poo. I
See you
promise.
constipated.
Well, given that you said there's some kind of blackberries, then I'm gonna carve a little blackberry out of wood.
That sounds really hard.
got my
Sleight of hand, please.
Just got my little
Let's
whip.
see how
Just
good
got
this
my little
sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
DC 45.
Come
I only do that shit when the DM tells me.
That's right. You only roll when I tell you to roll.
I feel like you're
Well
missing
trained.
a bitch from that sentence as well.
No, I will. Yeah.
I want to know
I'm
how
gonna-
good his blackberry is.
You want to know how good his blackberry is?
Not
Yeah.
the phone.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
For the sake of me having a nice day at work tomorrow, Sam, could you roll?
Yeah, sure. It's not great. It's not minus. I've got proficiency in wood carvery. That's why I'm doing it.
Mic drop.
What kind of paladin are you?
Wood carving one.
0 spikes.
One that probably reads his backgrounds and chooses one appropriate role and just goes, I'll take that one.
I do that build the character, you know. Yeah. See, Harriet, I've got
Oh,
proficiency in woodcarver's tools.
Okay.
So you add your proficiency bonus again if you've got proficiency in the tools. So it would be fill that spell. It's not.
Your proficiency +2. Okay.
So in which case,
+1.
is it +1?
Be +2, surely.
Plus two,
proficiency.
so.
Yeah.
It's 2, then 3 at 5.
So it's whatever your proficiency is, plus 2 again.
So it's 9. So it's not the greatest thing. I'm better at animals, clearly.
Whittled away at this bit of wood. It could be a berry, could be some grapes, could be a fly's eye. You know,
Well, I'm gonna.
it's a collection of balls.
Well, carve this berry, and I'm just gonna leave it at one of the trees at the edge of the clearing, and say a little prayer to Eli, thanking her for the forest's bounty. And yeah, just gonna leave it there. So I've done every other time that we've gone hunting.
Could I help Hubie and Cooey with my little spice pouch that I've got and my cook's utensils to probably get... Are they cooking it in like a stew sort of fashion?
Yeah, they've got a bunch of vegetables that they've
So
got.
I could get my professional tools out so I can probably strip the badger of all the meat so that there's none left on.
You can make some stock with that.
No, I don't know. So they've taken control of the badger at this stage.
Fuckers.
They've taken control
Has
of the
anyone
badger.
said that sentence ever in the history of words?
Certainly not on some other sessions I've run. Although, let me tell you, the jailbreak, someone needs to take control of the badger.
Yeah,
I've yet to find out.
It is
Yeah.
it's a difficult time. Okay, so they've just ignore that then if they've.
Yeah, we've got this, quite frankly. Don't know who you are, Eric, but I'm a qualified chef, and so's he. I'm a qualified chef. I don't know about you.
Miss Sass.
Served some of the finest restaurants in Miss Das I have. You have not. Well, I worked in that cabin on the docks. Yeah, and that got shut down. Yeah, because of poor takings, not because of the food quality.
But if you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than what you are.
Well, if I don't do what I'm trying to do, I'll never get it done.
But if you don't do more than what you can and more than what you're capable, then how do you know you can't do more and do better, and how can you improve if you can't even do what you can do?
I think you said doo-doo. No, I think you did. You said doo-doo.
As they do that, try that spice instead.
He slaps your hand.
I'll just stick with my spice pouch. I'll just get it from where I'm standing. I'll just try
He slapped your hand.
flick the spices.
Ah, my eye! Ah, God!
As he's going with his eye, I'll just...
QB is out now trying to splash water in his eye. Oh, God! Something I sympathise with. So there's chaos is now going off in the cooking area as the short man you've just met is apparently flicking things into the food.
Pepper spray.
I don't even know.
Also pepper spraying the
So, I mean,
staff.
put this in perspective, right? You've met 4 people just.
Yeah.
2 of them very suspicious, admittedly.
And one of them's
now interfering with the food.
Sure, when you say 2 of them very suspicious, I don't know, I think 3 of them very suspicious. Only one who's presenting normally here.
And he just entered a random woman's tent.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I know there's a natural tendency to say, oh, these guys are players, so it would be fine. But they are 2 people you've just met.
I will go over and check what kinds of spices are being added to the
All you know.
And I will also say, Huey, stop using all the water!
Put my eye!
Huey,
Oh,
spit in his eye! Spit on it!
Oh, gladly.
He's got spice in his mouth.
I've been trying the food as I spit.
I just imagine just looking at that food with his little lodge and like, what are you doing?
Anyway,
Yeah, so you're trying to figure out what kind of spices he's
Yeah,
using.
I am proficient, actually.
Spices.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Turns out,
Last one. I thought you would say.
if you have a herbalist here, you are proficient with any kind of herbs. Which obviously it means for remedies and potions, but I guess that means food as well. So, because that's what you're using.
It does,
Herbs
because
or
I
smack
already
you.
know, because I've already asked him many months ago about it.
I'll sniff some of the herbs and
Out of my pouch.
and no, the herbs that are scattered on the ground in the nearby vicinity from the incident that occurred. Well, mate,
Cloud of Chinese spice.
It's 5 times as nice.
As you're on your hands and knees, sniffing the floor, I'm just going to open the bag and just shake it towards you. This smells better than the ground, dear.
I'll smell it. What is it?
It's basically a mixture of things like chilies and Mexican spices. If you were going to put it in today's stuff, it's like a sort of Mexican-y spice sort of thing.
I'm not sure I'd be familiar with Mexican spice.
Obviously, I know there's not Mexico in there, but it's that sort of
Yeah.
thing, like a bit of smoked paprika in there, some chilies and other bits and bobs, just all dried, crushed.
As I was having a blowout.
That's just Gideon in the tent.
Can I determine whether or not the spices are poisonous or good?
Yeah, it's just gonna have a go, can't we?
Have a go.
We can have a go. I don't know how you're going to do it. Are you going to do it the same way
Lick and dip.
TJ Hooker determines whether it's cocaine or poison? It's cocaine.
That's a relief. It might have been something addictive and horrible for you.
13.
What's this case over the police are like? Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult to say with these things, but you don't think it's harmful.
I think it'll be okay.
Tastes nice, doesn't it?
I don't think it'd be good for your eyes though.
No. It's meant to go in the food. Not your eyes.
There's some in my eye.
Would you like some help?
His eyes like swollen up completely now.
I think the
All closed.
man on the stool said to spit on it.
I don't think that's
On the stool.
Let me have a look.
Okay. You can't open it.
Oh, okay. So, nature will fix all. You need to pull your eyelid over the other bit.
I'm not doing it, but
Does it work? This is to make it better.
no, it's a massively swollen.
It'll be better by tomorrow.
If there's chili powder in there, that's gonna sting.
Yeah, his other eye has just got constant water coming down it.
Bottle it.
He's on to something.
How far away was the stream that we found?
It was a good distance away. It wasn't
It was about a mile.
a mile away, yeah.
If it's getting dark now.
It'll be better by tomorrow.
To cut a long story short, eventually the food is prepared. There's not enough badgers to go around the entire group, but Hubie and Huey use some of the other supplies.
It is a little spicy this evening as well.
The badger will contribute £2 towards tonight's meal.
Okay.
Okay, so you can deduct £2 from the amount that's required for the day.
Yeah. Still got less than a day's worth of food left.
We have a nice
No,
fight
exactly
tonight.
Exactly.
But
a day's
tomorrow,
worth of food,
I can get another spell.
Fix it in the mix.
I mean, there's Matt Berry in a tent that you can fight if you want to.
What?
Kill you, bastard.
I didn't intend it to be Matt Berry. No,
Just came out.
that's the way it worked out.
We're heading to Mist House City.
The only thing whenever I hear his voice, is, I can't be sidetracked by those cheap sex potions. That's the line that always gets me.
Fucking love that show.
So, as sort of Hugh and Hubie, I imagine they're at the dinner line handing the bowls out. I'll go over to. Is Godson in his tent? Is he?
Sorry?
Is Godson in his tent?
No, he's sat outside.
Okay.
Got the fire.
I'll show him up to come and get some food. Once we've sat down and we've got bowls and spoons.
He leans in towards you.
Godson,
Yes!
why don't you tell us all what awaits us further east? We're travelling as far as the land will let us.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's do an exchange. You tell me what's me further west.
Well, directly west of here, we lost a couple of our number in a village. I don't think we're sure of its name, from what I recall. But northwest of here is was it Angel's Reach? Angel's Reach. Yeah. A troubled town, but they have supplies and somewhere probably for you to overnight. Further southwest still, you'll find Misthass. It's a rather large port town. Again, it has its troubles, as any town does.
I've heard of both Angel's Reach and Misthass.
Yes. Are you travelling anywhere in particular? Crookhold, wasn't it?
That's right.
Where is that exactly? Jodicus, do you have a map on you? Would you show us?
What?
Your map, Jodicus.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yep,
wondering
yep.
if we could see
I'm
it for a
going on
moment.
those. Hang on, I'll bring it over.
Would you, Godson, would you mark it on a map?
Yeah, he comes over and says, you head over this way, and it's right on the coast here.
Brilliant. Oh, we must have gone right past it.
About that far,
Yeah.
actually. That's where it is.
We must have just gone past it. Are we?
Oh no, we're over here somewhere still.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's travelling west to Crookshold.
Yes, he's going that way.
Oh, is he travelling west from
From
Crookshold?
Crookshold.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am on the same page.
From west to the east.
He's come from Crookshold League.
Yeah. Okay. So, were you travelling to anywhere in particular, or?
No, I think I've just, shall we say, used all the resources available in Crookshold.
Okay.
What for?
Well, stayed at every house.
Every house.
It's got a very auspicious name, let's put it like
Is
that.
it a large settlement?
Well, don't know how to put it exactly. The settlement isn't large, but some of the occupants can be.
Okay.
And I've used all the slim ones.
Right, okay.
For you young ones, it means he's slept with everyone in there.
Oh my god, the child's doll's back.
This is Master Yiban.
Yes, well, a little girl, no doubt, is looking for you somewhere. Wants to cut up with you at night.
I'm sure you've gone through all the little girls.
Have you been in Crookshold?
Not recently.
Right. Well, perhaps we should stop there on our way past.
Try not to get trans sex disease.
Sex disease.
Not trans. I was going to say transmitted.
Oh right.
Sexually transmitted. And then on the left here, yeah.
I'm just saying that the STIs can identify how they want to
Yeah.
No, I
identify.
didn't mean that. I was going to say transmitted.
If syphilis wants
but
to
then
identify as crap,
I,
then what?
hadn't said sexually, so I was like, ugh, how do I say this?
Is he? How old is Godson? Does he look?
He has an elven look to him. Mostly human, but his
So
features...
it's a little bit harder to tell exactly how old.
Yeah, I mean, he looks half elven. You would guess, if he was human, you'd guess him to be less than 30, but he may be older given his heritage.
Okay. And he's. My blood. He's yeah, and he's objectively like handsome person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He looks healthy, fit, good features. Very little way of any skin damage, scarring, or anything like that.
So where do you come from, Godson? Originally, I mean, where were you born?
Oh, here and there. Where do you come from?
I was born and raised in Misthas. There's not much to my story, really. Mummy and Daddy wanted me to do something proper with my life, but the art's cool. And when the arts called, it pulled me in, but Mummy and Daddy kicked me out.
That's awful.
Yes, well, you know, you've grown used to it. You do what you need to.
Where did you go?
Oh, well, you know, you start with the occasional performance on the street corner and you progress through the ranks of society, I suppose.
Did you cry?
Upwards and upwards. No.
A hard-hitting question.
Innocent about it.
It's kind of you work the street corners, then, is it?
Yeah, would you know, I nearly actually said that, and I steered away from saying I worked the street corners. But you know what? I did okay, and now all I crave is to see what is the land that lays before me. You know, one step at a time.
Well, I can appreciate that. I've wandered about all over time. My father's not from here originally. Washed up from a posh boy's ship, you know?
Of course.
No, I don't know. What does that
And
mean?
your mother?
From an elven ship. From a big old royal elven ship. Royal blood in this boy.
Is that because you slept with a royal?
Oh. My goodness me. Shouldn't you be back in a toy box, waiting to pop out?
Have you heard of a better place?
You mean when we die?
No, it's like a town or something, or a land.
No. Now, I grew up in a city called Damaras.
Where's that?
Quite some distance from here.
Sorry, what's that? Damaras?
Damaras.
In which direction?
I couldn't honestly tell you. As I say, I've been travelling for some time.
I tell you what, we did meet the strangest fellow.
Was it this fellow here?
No.
He seems to be dressed as a ventriloquist doll.
He had an accent. I couldn't.
Better that than me sitting down eating dinner with my fly undone.
He had an accent I couldn't quite place. He mentioned where he was from, but
He seemed to have slipped out of character.
he went by the name Sirac. I'm sure he headed in this direction. I don't suppose you ran into him.
Surat.
Sirac, I think.
Sirac,
Has he left
yeah.
the group?
he
He took his sword. Took his
took his stuff and went off into.
Oh, here comes
You
the
even offered him his
paladin.
sword.
Yes.
The armoured fellow.
Never offered
Yes.
someone a sword.
Yes, you've run into them already.
3 of them.
If memory recalls.
Yeah.
Checks out.
But what did you make of them?
Well, they seemed polite enough and quite astounded to see me, as they should be, of course.
Yes, well, if I remember rightly, they held elven features in quite high regard. Yes.
Did you?
A lot's happened recently. You'll forgive me if my memory's a little spotty.
Well, I spoke to the one man, Delucion. He said his name was.
Sirac. Yeah, Sirac de Lusignan. Did he have any luck with his demon? Did he say?
A demon?
Did he not tell you? He was quite forthright with us. He was.
No,
he was
I
supposed to be a
seem
demon.
I seem to remember I did most of the talking.
Doesn't surprise me, you know.
Well, if I'd known I was a demon, I wish I'd have listened a bit longer. Sounds like an interesting story.
Did you see them going eastwards?
North.
Going northwards? How long ago?
Barely half a day.
About half a day. Oh, it's good to hear he met up with his companions then. When we met him, it
Well,
was he alone.
Were keen to hunt down this cantankerous witch with me, but they had their own business.
You're very rude, aren't you?
Is Bryndios eating dinner with everyone?
No, he's not.
That son of a bitch.
It's right, he's alright now, he's not the latest one. He's fine. He's a good guy.
Does it burn you even as you realise you're doing it?
You just lean into it now, don't you?
Yeah.
Embrace the trope.
What's hard sometimes is remembering who's the newest one.
Just have a plaque every now.
So just say to him, you're very rude, aren't you?
You're very short, aren't you?
Shortness can't be helped. Manners can be.
Well, you could get some stilts or a ladder. Possibly a length of rope and jump off the stilts.
You could be fully elven, but you're not. Only a half-blood.
Oh, best of both worlds, I say.
It's not as far as the elves are concerned.
Oh,
though,
you
is it?
really slipped out of character, Josh. You just slipped into all your other characters. You're not Mr. Yeben anymore.
I don't
Spoken riddles all the time.
I don't have all the riddles for this.
Jamie knows all the buttons to push now.
I don't have all the riddles for this. I didn't put any insult ones down. I didn't put any insult ones down.
So, well, it looks like we might be heading to Crook's Hold at some point then.
How many days travel is it, would you say? It's Crookstown. We did come across we found the water source, I believe you mentioned.
Are you heading in the wagons?
Yes, yeah.
You do it under 2.
And the terrain, is it pretty much the same?
Pretty much the same, unless you head further north, then you'll be deep in the woods.
Is there?
And I've been deep in the woods, I can tell you.
Oh, this guy's great.
Is there anything off to the north? If you said the Lusignan and his companions headed off that way. Is there anything out there?
Well, there's all kinds of things wandering around in the wilderness. They seem quite keen. eager to get away from the conversation, and not because of me, I can tell you.
No, they did seem quite keen to press on to whatever they're pressing on to.
Well, look, I know not far from here, it does get a little dicey.
How do you mean?
Well, the further north you go, the more, shall we say, primitive it gets.
You said you weren't allowed to do those NPCs.
I don't know what you're talking about. Remember what time this is so I can mute that. No, I'm talking about lizards.
Lizards?
Big lizards, small lizards. Goblin tribes.
Yeah, the village leaders at Angel's Reach mentioned they traded with the lizard folk. Have you had any direct experience with them?
No, they don't like us. And I tell you what, you can't sleep with them.
Sounds like you haven't tried hard enough, my man.
Yeah, I haven't, no.
Oh no.
Sex sleeps with us all the time.
What?
He's our friend. Our kobold friend.
Kobold? Let's see.
He's a strange one, but he speaks common well enough, and he hasn't poisoned us yet. Mostly helps the cooks, and quite frankly, by the gods, they haven't cooked him yet. So,
Well,
He's very friendly.
generally I don't have any problems with any particular race. I just like to look at everyone and determine which of them are thieving harridans.
real man of the world.
Very specific.
I'm bitter.
Well, I hope you don't stay bitter for too long. We've all had a good meal, and I believe there's probably leftovers.
Do you need any salt?
Never say no to a little dibble-dabble of salt.
I'll be right back. Bring back like a tiny amount of salt. I don't want to take too much, like a little pack.
Okay. Is there anything I can give you in trade for it?
Ooh, what have you got?
Yeah. Well, let me have a look in my bag. Ideal time to.
He's got a stool, a pillow, and a blanket.
I'll take a
Godson, did she really mention children?
Well, why would I lie about that? She would use it to distract me and set me off. Maybe she knew there was some horrific troll around the corner.
Could I insight check that, please?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you beat me to it.
It's not awful.
But yeah.
I rolled a 14, which totals to...
Oh, you both do it. Yes,
Yeah, you can insight as well. You were asking
Well,
for that exact
yeah.
purpose,
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
You were like,
Is that because I don't want to be like the can I insight check it?
No,
It's no result.
No, you
or
were-
can I insight check it?
You were clearly angry.
Yeah,
for
okay,
it, now
cool.
You go for
But
it.
it's that.
I just jumped in on
The
that.
paladin sat there in the corner just watching, like,
I totaled that 15.
I've got an 18.
yeah.
But that's your main thing, is that the result, and then someone tries again.
Right, yeah.
Rather
It's
than-
just
Yeah,
I don't want it
that's
to
the one,
turn.
yeah.
You know when like there's something in a
But
room.
as a group,
and then
everyone's like, no, we're all going to.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Godson is obviously loud and boisterous. His anger seems real.
Yeah.
So does his ego. I forgot to ask you, Alyssa, when I was talking to Alyssa, sorry.
ask all your spoons.
No, while I was
You're
talking
going to
to
be
her,
dead in the morning after all your questions.
the last question I was going to ask her was, why is she leaving that town? I forgot, that was the last question I was going to ask you. How come they both seem to have left, what's the town's called again?
Crookhold.
Crookshold.
Cragmore in my head, but that's from something completely different.
Well, I think I was with a man, and he found someone else. So he said a lot of bad things about me. And powerful man in town, and everybody believed him.
The Shires hated you. So you looked for new places. I'm sorry to hear that.
I loved Mazout, but I made a mistake.
Well, I think the census is going to be we're going to travel there, I believe. I'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to ask. That last question.
All right.
Watches for the night.
Eban's going to stand up, do a tiny little stretch, and say, "I am ready for a rest. I've been working harder than an ugly stripper, and I need some sleep."
I don't recall that ancient Chinese proverb, but
But it is a saying, and I need to expand my horizons because apparently there are not many insulting Chinese proverbs.
You've just been looking for them.
Yes. So it is now that and
brilliant.
Southern Texas sayings.
Nice.
Southern Texas saying.
You're getting demonetised every week.
I have now got quite a few down and got some ready.
Just
We've also
go to a
got.
pub over the
I
weekend.
feel like a shit sandwich without the
That's really
bread.
old fellas.
Just
Yeah. Oh, up and down like a boatman's court.
after this trade, Bert will go straight to sleep. Well, he'll
Yeah, the trade.
check in if Zach's around, and then he'll go straight to sleep.
So what I've got is
sex around.
I've got a jar of pickles. I've got a jar of pickles. I've got a block of beeswax. I have
I would like
a
to-
rabbit pelt. Not a rabbit. Calm down.
Rabbit in it.
And oh no, it's just a pelt, no rabbit. It's a rabbit pelt.
Oh God. That's how you doing it. So he's not here at the moment. Good guy.
But can make himself.
Got some fish
He's
hooks.
dinner with us. I
He
don't
always-
actually
he always
know where
vanishes.
he is.
Yeah, he always steps off the stage.
Yeah, so I could give you a fish hook,
Every morning it's like
beeswax,
Stage
pickles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where you been, boy? They're like,
Where do you get the pickles from?
We came from town.
the pickle
I'd
fellas.
like it all. Can I give you?
more salt.
I mean, I'm not sure I need that much salt.
Yes.
Just one moment. I'm gonna go over to Arthur. I don't
This is
have
far too
any
spooky.
money. I literally have 0.
Oh,
I was wondering if I could use some of Brandy's money because I would like to buy some beeswax.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, yeah, no problem. And I'll get the pouch that I took off Randy and give it to you. Was it 16? 16 gold that was in there.
How much for all of it? And I'll trade this salt and maybe some money.
Oh, money. Not much good in the wilderness, but not going to be there forever. How much you got?
Some.
Open your hand. Has it got the coins in it, or is it just your empty
I've
hand?
got a pouch in this hand.
Yeah, it's just a small,
Little pouch.
Like a penny post.
Like,
Well,
hanging,
yeah.
like,
I was a bit like a button in a shell.
Fish hook, beeswax, and the jar of pickles.
yes.
it's about 16 gold, isn't it?
5 silver.
I'll have a look. Is there any silver in
no,
there?
it's all gold. I had no chance to change anything. It's just what it came with it.
I don't have 5 silver. I'll go ask Othie.
Like, we're all sat right here to.
I'll
Watching
go
Bert
back
go from
round
1 to
the
12.
There's no silver. I don't have enough.
Yes, I've got a chronic short of silver as well, I'm afraid. The council paid me up in just gold pieces. How much is he asking for?
5.
If it's stuff that you really want, stuff that could be useful, just give him the gold. 1 gold. Gold.
Careful with the wording.
Sorry, I've learnt from second.
Just 1.
Yes, that'll suffice.
I'll take 1 out and give the pouch back. 1 gold, pouch of salt.
He won.
He fishes round and he'll produce 5 silver to give back to you.
Oh my goodness.
Fair's fair, don't want to
Look.
cheat anyone, no?
Silver.
Across the camp.
Patronising. Good for you.
Okay, so beeswax,
Yeah.
jar of pickles, fishing hooks, which will be good, I think. I don't know. Something else. Was that it?
Yeah, the wax, the pickles, and the fish hooks.
There's a rabbit pelt as well.
Oh, rabbit pelt, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A rabbit pelt as well.
I want that. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Jar of pickles. Oh, is
Rabbit
it?
pelt's still sticky inside.
Oh. So it's not been tended
Hang it on the
appropriately.
cart.
Got it this morning. Fresh.
Okay.
The flies.
I will probably know how to cure that,
You
I
will.
think. So I will work on that tomorrow.
Got lots of salt you could rub into it.
Plenty of salt.
Just don't put it in salt water.
Yeah. I'll just wash it in the water. No,
Don't you dare.
I know not to do that.
So, are we settling down for the night? Is that the plan?
I think so. We'll organise.
I'll go
some shifts.
I'll go for first watch.
I'll do 1 in the middle because I can see.
Same. I can go.
Can I cast alarm?
Okay.
Because it said, well, the wording says I can't make it more than 20 feet large. What's the restriction? How small can I make it?
Have a read.
Because it just says you can set alarm against unwanted intrusion. Choose a door, window, or an area within the range that is no larger than 20 feet cube until the spell ends, and an alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or large creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast a spell, you are designated a creature that won't set off the alarm. You can also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible, and then a mental alarm alerts you and pings at your mind if you are within 1 mile of the warded area. This ping awakes you.
Yeah, it sounds like it can be as small as you want it to be
Up
then.
to,
Yeah, so
this
it's
is no larger than.
yeah, so it's a restriction on the side. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. So essentially, my bed, I want it to be like a bed mat. So like for all the purposes, if she left her bed,
Yeah.
she won't see it, but mentally there'd be like a bit like she could probably travel out to 10 hours standing off. But if she took a step towards me, it'd like
Okay. So your intent is to protect you from her,
Yes.
not to stop anyone disturbing you and her in the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. And I'm gonna do a mental one that pings and wakes
Just
me up.
wakes you up. Okay.
I'll take first watch really, because I can't see in the dark.
Cool. Those human problems.
Yep.
Okay. So. All right. Verbal, semantic, and material component. So.
Oh, so I do have a focus.
Okay, which removes. It still requires verbal and semantic elements to it. So.
Yeah, so for one this is when like people are still moving around when you're getting ready to go to bed. And then,
Yeah.
Like, everyone's all right, everyone good night, and everyone wants to move around. I'll do because I'm assuming she doesn't know spells. So for all that she knows.
You're intended to be sly about how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you
want
can. Give me a stealth check. Or stealth or deception. I'll take either.
You have a deception.
No, pick without looking at the numbers.
You have a deception. That's a 14.
Okay. Now I'm going to roll a dice, but I don't think that doesn't mean anything for you.
Yeah.
What do you get again?
I got 14.
Okay, lovely.
Seems like it might be relevant.
Am I doing that on purpose?
Well, if she does she look while I'm casting it?
You look over your shoulder. When you finish casting, she looks like she's settled down to.
I just go, this is so no one comes in the tent. You know? play.
What is?
Oh, just a prayer.
Okay, well, you stay over your side.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
She gets up, she goes over the flap of the tent, and then she ties the flaps on the inside, just tying the rope tight.
Such a jumpy woman. She trusts you an awful lot.
What can I say? It looks like me. I'm very handsome.
I jumped to bed with you.
Yeah, thanks. So ever since I got this bit of grey, I got to Silver Fox for my Silver Fox era. You know, I'm myself.
I don't know, with that, are you not going for the full badger stripe?
Carry it on, Will.
I'm going for that. I've been shot with a paintball.
Alright, so, we're going to do watches, are we?
Yes.
Yes, it's Sam and I on first watch.
Sounds good. You two, we're going to go some point.
yeah,
Where
something
was
like that,
darkest? Because we've got dark vision.
Yeah.
Bert.
Hey, Bert. I feel like I'm in such danger.
Great.
We're in danger.
Level 1.
See, I bet you all wish you had stools to sit around the fire now.
Losers.
And you got a little chest, some candles,
that's
and a
not
bottle of
me.
wine under
Right.
there.
Stocked up for the night, I am.
It comes in the My First Bard kit.
Yeah, we've got combat.
Instantly set the scene.
No, we've been doing this scene for ages.
Yeah, I came with 3 pages of proverbs and stuff. Turns out it wasn't enough prepared. So I'm going to have to now expand my research.
You blew your wad all in one go.
Yeah, to other Jack Black movies and see what else we can find.
Jack Black movie.
Kung Fu Panda.
So his whole thing is Master Oogway is the turtle from Kung Fu Panda, but I've used quotes from all the 3 Kung Fu Panda films. Yeah.
Watch a load of old Jackie Chan films. That's what you're out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to just expand my search.
What
I've
was
got
that
a couple of fun little.
You certainly could do it, expanding your short ass fuck.
What was that? Was it like Kung Pao or something? When it was like they dubbed over like an old 70s film, but they added like the Americans. Do you know which one I'm on about?
No.
Oh,
It's no one that rings a bell. I'm
It
afraid.
was fucking hilarious.
I try to avoid
It's
dubbed
like-
movies. If I want to read, I'll
No,
just
it's
go for a book.
they've purposely done it. So all the Asian scenes are this dubbed over movie, and it's just some white guy, and he had like chipmunk nunchucks at one point. It was fucking silly.
I was watching some film and a guy was speaking into it and the subtitles coming up and he looked down and said, "What are you subtitling me?"
Oh, yeah. I love
What he was. Why are
good.
you subtitling me? I'm speaking perfectly clearly.
Oh yeah, Peter Pettifer. Oh, what is that off? yeah, and they don't subtitle the other guy. Oh, look at 4-4 break every now and then.
You should watch just The Gamer's Darkness Rising.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
good.
So good.
Oh, is it?
It's
Do you know if
That's
it's
the one I'm
on
on.
anything at the
YouTube.
moment?
It's
Yeah,
such a
YouTube.
silly film.
Yeah.
does
So,
What's it called
It's
again?
hilarious.
The Gamer's Darkness Rising. So the first one is just called The Gamers, and it was a college
Darkness,
Why are you bringing it now?
like
Dork.
dork,
You go
Okay, yeah, it's
like
not like.
darkness, but with dork instead of darkness.
Go for the fucking border.
Yeah, basically,
All that. In schools.
yeah, they made a college movie, which was like based around D&D, where they show what their characters are doing in the game, and they did a really good job of it, even though it's a really low budget, crappy movie. So much so that they actually got permission to use all of the original Wizards of the Coast stuff when they did a second movie, which I'm gonna say is higher budget, but it's still like
Still low
still
budget.
made on like £1,000, say. Whereas
Yeah.
the first one was made on like $10. It's really good, but there's one guy who comes to the table and says to the DM, I want to play a monk. And the DM says, I told you there are no monks in my world. The only kind of monks are like from a
Like Western monk.
from an abbey. And he was like, no, I want to play like a kung fu monk. And immediately he says Occidental, doesn't he? And he's like,
Occidental, yeah.
So he makes him have the haircut that a monk would have, And then he says he wants to be an elf as well, and he was like,
There are no elves in my world.
So it cuts to him being in there, and then they immediately rip the ears off the guy. But the funny bit is he uses loads of proverbs because he's trying to be a monk, and they're all really terrible. And I think you'd find it amusing giving your character. It's a really good.
I'll take
It's great. It's a great. It's just like D&D actually is.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they've got the guy who's got all the loot from their previous party?
Right at the
That's
end,
right.
they find
Right at the
Aldrich,
end, and he's like, "Who are you?" And they're all like, "What do you mean you don't recognise us?" But it was the NPC that was following on the previous party.
A lot of other shows which we love, lots of other people have tried to do this thing where you act out what your characters do. Obviously, Epic NPC men do it, but I just feel like the Darkness Rising cast, they got it spot on. It takes the mick out of it in the perfect way, like they know it really well. But you can't take the mick out of D&D that well without being intimately familiar.
Yeah. Without knowing without knowing it.
Because it's so accurate is the thing that's so funny
it's not
for the D&D experience.
Yeah, like in the first movie, they have a guy who never turns up because he's just got a girlfriend. So like they constantly the four of you traverse your way through the forest, and they're like, hey, Mark's with us as well. And they're like, the five of you traverse through the forest, and then you see them walking along, and then Mark just appears from behind a tree and joins them.
Yeah, and because Mark's not there, he's in all the scenes, and everybody's talking, but Mark's always just staring into the distance.
Just to represent when he's not on the table.
They're in the middle of a combat, and it's going terribly, and Mark suddenly appears, hey guys, what did I miss? And he does the entire fight for them. Oh shit, girlfriend's calling, gotta go. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, the first one is so good considering it's such a shitty movie as well. Because that one is the second one. There's a bit as well where the guy's like, I'm going to shoot the elf through the forest. And he's like, you can't, you're like a mile away. And he's like, a natural 20 always succeeds. It says so here in the handbook. And then he was like, all right, roll it. And he gets a natural 20 and they cut to this arrow that just follows the guy through the forest.
It's a paladin in the party called Sir Osric. And the Jeffrey miniature is Sir Osric from that movie.
Yeah.
Because I kickstarted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the third one, on the ceiling.
The
the gamer's hand.
Yeah,
thing.
that was the third one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're doing watches.
Yes.
Yes.
No
who was
combat
first
about to
watch?
issue.
Burton off here first.
Okay, let's have some nice relaxed perception checks.
Mine's excellent, just so you're aware.
Mine's 8.
Mine's less.
I got it right.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, these famous watches we're really good at.
I got.
Nice.
I'm up on the wagon, just looking outwards.
Okay. So the
While I'm up there, though, I am going to pop off a divine sense.
pop off the divine sense.
Yeah, might as well. It's one of those things that you just got and just don't use.
I know, he's rolled a 3 and now he's paranoid.
No. Realistically, I'm pretty sure there's probably not going to be any fiends hanging about. It's more normal,
you don't even know
forest
to use
issues
it until
this.
after you already know there's something there that you want to use it on. Do you?
But
they're quite tricky, aren't they?
It's one of those where it's yeah, it's this location of celestial fiends and undead. I'm we're probably going to be more at risk from something like wolves or really big crabs. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But at least we'll know if there's zombie wolves coming at us.
But yeah, so I will pop off a divine sense. So until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 foot that's not behind total cover.
It seems to be a mission.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
That's why my perception check's so shit. Like the mist
That's
just
not-
rolled in. I can't
Came
see
from
fucking-
behind you. That's why you didn't see it.
We're not even that close to the sea.
Alright.
God, that fog's so good.
It is.
I found one quote. You're so dumb that you got to whistle when you shit because you don't know which end to wipe. I quite like that one.
My favourite recent Yorkshireism is he's got a nose so big that he can smell Thursday coming from Monday.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you know, it's so
Heard it on site any other week.
Yes, isn't it? Is it? Your nose is so big you can smell your Sunday dinner on Thursday. That's it. Yeah, I won't like Yorkshire puddings.
Okay, lovely. So, what were your checks again? What did you get?
3.
3.
8.
8. Okay. Night is set. Light reduced all around you, leaving only the shadows of trees surrounding the depression which you decided to set camp in. The owners of the camp obviously have not returned. The fire starts to dwindle a bit lower. It's been cold all day. And now, that cold that has clung to the ground all day seems to rise above and chill your bones. Feel yourself wanting to be closer to the fire.
Is there any of that firewood left that what's that one out? Do we reckon that I can sort of stoke the fire up with a bit? And
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
There'd be some wood left, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just throw another couple of logs on and
Okay.
make sure it's all going.
Okay. You put another couple of logs on, clunk into the fire, and the flames eventually catch and start to light up a bit. Hold your hand out towards them. The warmth on the palms of your hand is a relief, but doesn't seem to flow all the way in.
What time of year is it again?
You're getting late in the year.
Well, okay, yeah.
In wibbly wobbly time management
Yeah,
of the
timey-wimey.
of a multiplayer RPG where I can't just skip months here and then, because then you guys on Dan's campaign will be a year behind.
That's right, we'll have a cool montage.
Someone better sleep.
Nothing from the Divine Sense?
Nothing from the Divine Sense.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
What did you get in your perception?
I only got an 8.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to see it. It just has to not be behind.
Okay. So all
cover.
stays quiet throughout your watch. Who's next?
I'm not in.
Sorry, yeah, I knew it was someone on this end. Cool, yeah, we'll go and wait for
Pushing
you.
into the darkest part of the night, so
Mm-hmm.
being with the dark vision's point makes sense.
I'll pop down from here, come back down for sleeping.
Me too. Excuse the stool.
You still as a pillow.
Things do, yeah.
All right. So who we got to watch now? Is it you two?
My sleep apnea.
Lovely. So you settle down, as does Bertolac,
Yeah.
looking to get your rest in. Take a perception check from each of you two for your rest.
Oh, thank God.
You saw I rolled.
Yeah.
23.
It's
23.
Mine was perception.
Because it's not like this
Sorry?
fog and everything isn't ominous at all.
Okay.
It does add just something
Two of
extra,
you
doesn't it?
resting in. A mist has floated through the camp. It's not especially thick, but as it touches your clothes, it dampens you, adds an eeriness, an echo to all the nighttime sounds you hear, every rustle. Every small animal that moves nearby but is too afraid to get close to the fire. It's about an hour into your watch when you hear, "Mummy, where are you?"
Oh god.
Which direction does that come from?
Someone's out over this direction.
Do you hear that?
I did.
You fool. This is why you're probably a good
She
person.
said she had no children.
That's it.
She said she had no children, but he said he mentioned something about children. Someone's lying.
If we look out towards that distance, do we see anything out that direction?
Look specifically in that direction.
Yeah, start paying attention.
You don't see anyone. Where are you? Is that you by the fire? Where are you?
Does it sound like the voice is getting closer?
It sounds about the same distance away, you think. But it's so difficult to tell because the mist is distorting how the sound is reverberating.
Does it sound like it's coming from the mist rather than...
It sounds like it's coming off from that direction.
From a certain direction, not like all around.
Yeah,
It's from a point.
Have a look or...
I'd rather endure a horrible day tomorrow than be ravaged in the night. We should probably wake some others. So,
You might be ravaged in the night.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess we...
It's been a while.
Should we get off here? Off it tends to...
You've got kids now, so.
True. It was at least 9 months ago.
I'd say off here. Probably birth to that. Something unholy. He's a harder after all.
Yeah. So
So-
we're going to wake off here and burn.
You've already just settled down, but we're going to wake you back up.
I don't know if they've got...
Oh,
Yeah,
is it morning already? By Jove.
There's a childish
whisper.
voices in the mist.
Yeah, hey, the bitch.
Sorry. I just drifted off. What? Say again?
Just listen, and I'll direct them in the direction we heard. Just, everyone should listen.
Anything?
Oh, the sounds of a bass clarinet.
An oboe.
I think it's westful music.
I don't. Forgive me, but I don't hear anything. Are you sure it wasn't another badger looking for its brother?
If badgers can say, "Mommy, where are you?"
Are you near the fire?
Can you do?
I trust that you heard what you say you heard. Godson said she sent him off to help look for her children, but she since has sworn that she had no children. Who are we to know which of them's telling the truth or not at this point? But I'm not one to leave stranded children out in the
Shall
dark.
we ask her?
This is why I thought you being both virtuous in that manner and if it is something of undeath, you'd be well versed.
And you swear it? You heard it?
We
Both
most
did.
certainly heard it.
I'll ping a divine sense again, just in case.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gonna walk over and open her tent
Yeah.
and ask her where her children are.
She's squatting on all fours directly over the top of his bunk.
What, like...
On his.
The fuck? Oh god.
Her mouth is wide open, and there is some sort of mist flowing from him into her.
I'm gonna go and kick her.
Okay.
as hard
First
as I
things
can.
first. What's your AC there, buddy?
Not much. 12.
Yeah.
Yay, another dick.
Control C.
Turns out she is a Venus bitch.
Santa's bringing me a new character this year.
11 points of psychic damage.
He's dead!
It's put me down.
Yeah.
I'm not dead though, but just put me down.
Okay.
You might be dead by the time we get in there to sort you out.
Roll
though.
initiative, please.
That's it. I am never going to be a good person ever again.
That's what you get for trying to have a shag.
I won't try and have a shag. No, you've seen my characters when I've tried to have a
You might as
shag.
well
I had a
stay
shag.
at the bar.
Yeah, all for that. He rolled 20 on his performance as well.
He did,
I remember.
didn't he? Yeah.
Alright, 1 to 5!
Oh, Nope.
I've got 6.
Anyone?
8.
Anyone between 6 and 8?
I got 9.
Doing pretty good.
That's what she looks like.
Is it meant to be horns or pigtails?
That was that
That was Malik.
That was Malik, yeah.
I really can't draw, just in case you didn't notice. Okay, so we're going 9 to 15.
14.
I got a 16 off here.
Wait, I got 30. So.
I got 19.
Dirty 20.
Good job, you're all sleeping.
Do you have allied forces?
Yeah, well, we can't bring the wrath in.
She must have. I'm just trying to think what my alarm got.
Because she spotted you doing it and she dispelled it.
Stuck on that.
You know when you said this isn't relevant to you?
Oh, it was. Yeah.
And then after you told her you were doing it as well, just in case she didn't see.
I didn't think she was going to eat.
To be fair, it's not everyone you come across in the camp who's just going to pop out a cheeky dispel.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Before climbing on top of you and
Godson-
sucking your happy juice.
Would Godson go down as an allied force?
I suppose so, yeah.
Dobson.
You can put Godson down.
I wish
I
someone
imagine
was
he'll
there.
stay asleep.
3, 4
I was wrong, he is the good guy.
They're both bad
Oh, I
people.
tell you
1 second.
No, how old is
I'm not saying he's a good person, but I don't think he's
Yeah.
wrong in this situation.
Definitely
months
a
old.
man
He's
whore.
9 months old.
He's going to get 16.
He's a year in March.
So it would have been at least.
Better the man horse
say
you know than the
18
man who you
months ago.
don't.
I have a
Well,
plus
we
3.
did one.
Off
What is it, sir?
I have a plus 3 to my initiative.
Oh, you. Yeah, you're gonna be higher.
Dexterous little bard. Is that all the on the loot?
All the looting.
Charisma Dex done everything else.
When you have multiple best-selling novels, you don't need intelligence or wisdom.
So do you get a surprise round for kicking first?
I think she got a surprise.
I think she got the surprise.
Best-selling by your
face.
standards as well.
Yeah, she got
Not the shops.
You walked in and Spartan kicked her.
Yeah, that's effectively my plan.
Okay, 1 second.
This is Gideon.
I would have just met him, but oh, that man, my life, I love him. Oh, my 2 gold back.
Yeah, well, you might just get it at the rate we're going.
Yeah, because you're making a character and you're
Yeah, I'll get
Okay.
10 gold.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, oh, lovely. Right, Master Yiban is asleep at the moment.
with Bertolak and them having the chat right on top of me. Can I make a check whether I wake up or do I just sleep for now?
I mean, it doesn't seem fair letting you make that check when I've already chastised Kieran for asking for checks.
Then, by all means, leave me asleep now.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Gideon is asleep. Off here.
He's not asleep.
I'm
he's
down
dead.
now.
Oh, Gideon, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So do you
He
want
needs to do
a saving
a
throw?
saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
Yeah,
down.
so I got confused between you and the Allied forces.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I
Oh
meant.
yeah, God.
Yeah.
What's his name? God.
Godson.
Ooh.
Gideon.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
Wasn't
Lovely.
that one?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Off here?
So we've just
here,
seen
off
Orvin
there.
go into the tent. And
Yeah, the only information you have at the moment is that Orvine has opened the flaps.
Yeah.
That's a poor choice of words.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you I was doing it right. That's right.
I opened all the flaps.
And the mist came out.
Oh, the sex tape.
She's on all fours on top of him. Get out of there!
Did you say anything? Is she
No.
Are you talking to him or
The
her?
second I opened, my first thought was kick her off him.
Well, I'll get to my feet. I'll maybe take a few steps closer.
Yeah, as you said, the moment we've got really is
Yeah, and
Orvine's gone up to the door. He's probably going.
yeah, Orvine, what is it? And then
She's sucking the soul out of him.
in what way? And then reasonably, how quick?
For God's sake, man, shut the flaps and let us finish.
That was a chapter in one of your books, that wasn't it?
Sucking the soul out of him. For God's sake, man, shut the flaps and let him finish.
I think reasonably, how quick are you going to react to you've just woken up?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm going to skip my turn.
Okay, so we are on Godson, who is asleep. Elicidius.
So I've seen him open the tent, but I don't fully know what's there just yet.
Yeah. I think it's, to be fair, I think it's a case of he's right up against the tent flaps, and I don't think it's like a really tight environment.
I will wake up Longshadow, who is pointing next to me, sleeping, and start looking around for potential threats.
Okay.
Just being on edge, basically.
Bert. Okay, Orvine.
I'm gonna kick her as hard as I can. Not to hurt her, to get her off him, if that makes sense.
Okay. Kick her to get her off.
Yeah, so a shove them.
Some people like that.
Yeah.
A shove with my
great
boot.
stuff.
Alright, you get a kicker. Go for it.
Yeah. Is it an arm strike, I guess?
It should be athletics, wouldn't it?
Yeah, athletics versus.
You're trying to shove her, really. So it's an opposed
it's the same
athletics
anyway,
check.
it's an 18.
It's a nice high one to come in with.
Yeah. Wait for the rest.
Okay, you slam your foot into the side. It dislodges her from the bed, and she rolls onto the floor, landing on all fours and scuttling round.
And I'll shout if I can. This bitch is crazy.
Bitch has been crazy.
And then that'll be me done.
Okay. Okay. She. Where are you?
I would I'm over here. But I would be right in there.
I mean, it's one of these Doctor Who situations where these tents are clearly not big enough to house a human, much like a real two-man tent.
Yeah, I'd have kicked her off the side.
Okay, so she leaps towards you, hands extended. All the pretense of the attractiveness is now gone. Jeez, honey, you got real ugly.
Not attractive no more.
Right, she's going to attempt to claw at you.
I won't try to get my leg over.
15.
Exactly what you need.
Lovely. That is 11 points of slashing damage as her nails rake down your body.
Can I hellish rebuke her on that?
Yes.
Which is a save from you, I think. Oh, where's spells? There it is. Yeah, can I have a dex save from you? That's what I'm doing. I'm just hoping she's not very dexterous. Seems pretty right. 19.
21.
You save. That's half a 19, which is 9.
Okay.
Rounding down. 9 fire damage, if that matters.
Okay. So she claws you, coming back down. You respond immediately. She lands and scutters to the side immediately, only slightly to burn the side of it. Okay.
Like a little urchin.
It seems that way. It's like Zoidberg.
She awful.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It's all he's done.
her done.
No, wait. Oh yeah, that was
It
it.
was her go. He was reacting.
Sorry. It's
Do more damage
exciting.
reacting.
You've got the legendary reaction.
Yes!
I'm a legendary creature. Better.
I suppose hearing this commotion, I'm just gonna spend the time standing up, picking up my shield, and finding my axe out. And so we'll go. So we'll pick up my gear, and we'll go. 15. That's all he got for now.
You did hear this bitch be crazy.
Yes, I've heard. Hence I picked up my shield, because without the chainmail on, my AC's really low.
Okay. Let's put that to the top of the round. I'll allow everybody who's asleep to make a perception check. See if they've heard this commotion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20 for a total of 22.
Yes, you do. And Godson, what?
I got it.
Yep. Okay, that's enough. So everybody's awake. Master Yiban.
Stand up. Which isn't very hard for when you're 3 foot tall.
There's no difference. You're as wide as you are high.
That comes from the tent.
Is that his action just to insult me?
It's a legendary reaction.
Just with all the joking that he's making about Master Yiban's height, all I can think of is the Tom Cardy sketch, the D&D one.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to town on the kid for being short.
Can I see her?
No. The only person who can see her,
So
he's in the front of the tent.
Come round to the tent, sort of looking at everyone, rubbing my eyes. That's me done. If I can't see anything, that's done. There's no reason for me to do anything. Just wondering why everyone's crowding round her tent.
Lovely.
Oh my god.
This is safe.
Okay, lovely. Off here. Currently, any turn of yours, you can insta-die now. The natural one.
Why smart so much?
Gets his jollies on before Christmas.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Can't see
Didn't I say you enough with my sacrifices?
I've killed 6 people this week.
You're on a high, that's it.
Oh, more.
entirely unsure with the situation unfolding in front of me because we can see it, but the tent's still up. I can't really see anything. I'm just going to fairy fire the tent, I think.
Okay.
Can I have a dex save? Well, does
From
it
the tent.
For 10 can't
well,
make it.
Because it's everything within a 20-foot cube, right? So
Yeah.
it would still get everything inside the tent as well, I assume. I mean, I'm casting this whether that's the case or not, because I fear I wouldn't know, but...
And then just have a look at the wording of this one.
Each object in a 20-foot cube.
Yes.
Each object.
Yeah. Everything that.
If it fails a dexterity, so she gets to make a dexterity save for it.
Yeah, so it's...
You'll instantly fail.
Dex save 14.
Am I?
You've got to make it. Dex save as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Is it?
Yeah, so as long as you can see it,
Am I just
if you're
flashing
attacking her,
it?
you get advantage.
Pink, blue, yellow.
She did fail, didn't she?
You're in a word at the moment.
Fair enough.
Because you can't see her, there's still a physical obstruction.
That's fair. If she failed and you attack her, then you get advantage, so
Okay.
fuck around and find out, I guess.
Alright. So that's off here. So now coming out of his tent, just in his very small, high on his thigh, nighttime underpants,
Oh god.
Gideon is, what the devil's going on out here?
That's brilliant.
I've only had about 3 hours sleep. So that's his entire action. It's Lascivious.
I guess seeing what's happening with spells being cast in the direction of 10, I will hold an action if I see anyone that's not a party member being violent.
Okay.
I'm sorry if this gets you killed, by the way, because I realised.
Lovely.
So I'll be holding action to fire an arrow.
Hold that to fire an arrow says a bit fine. But
She's distracted.
Advantage anyway.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, yeah. So,
Yeah, she has advantage. Anyway.
Awaken?
Cool. But I have
Right.
a trusty barbarian screaming at her. Yeah, I forgot your She's a little distracted.
Can I see in the tent?
Nope.
From there.
No. So you can see effectively Orvin is right in the opening flaps of the tent.
The tent's all sparkly.
Yeah, the tent's all sparkly, but you can't see inside.
Okay. Right. Well, I will go over. I'll go over to the tent to have a look in.
You poke your head inside.
It would be your job.
Okay, so now you can slightly see more clearly. You can see Orvin in there fighting with this this creature that's down on the ground, glowing with light all around her. You can see Gideon down on the bed like that, eyes wide open.
flashing with them.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Orveen's glowing as well, aren't you?
No,
Oh, you failed it. You paid it, sorry.
Can I touch? Give you.
No, you can't reach.
It's just
I've got a healing word.
Just see like a stick coming.
I'll put 5 points of healing into Gideon.
So one good thing about low levels, any bit of healing, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm always back.
That literally was half my health. I'm like,
When
ha!
you use a healing word at 16th level, it's like, really?
Yeah.
What, like,
Why didn't you just spit on me?
5 points of healing? What am I going to do with that? He just did 105 points to me.
I suppose there's a spectrum in other games, isn't it? Okay, so I've done 26 points of healing to you. Is that it?
Yeah.
Was it
That
level one?
scratches the surface of what's been done to me in the last 6 seconds.
I'm 3rd level, and I've only got 24 hit points right now.
At my level, fillings would go out.
All right, so that's Bert done.
Yeah.
Ollie.
I would now like to rage, screaming, fuck you, bitch.
That's the spirit.
I would approve, wouldn't he?
And then, I guess, swing the Morning Star at her
Go for it.
Chop, chop.
for a 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, what's the damage? I don't hit. So 7, 9, 11 bludgeoning.
Plus 2 rage.
Yeah, that's a good.
You should have rolled at advantage.
I should have. Let's just
Doesn't
see if
verify.
let's just see if I'm 20.
Yes,
So it's double that then. So it's
Yeah.
14 plus 4, 18 bludgeoning damage.
Well done, mate.
That's why you always roll twice.
Yeah, that's why you always do the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Great.
nonchalantly chucked the in case of that 20 bang.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You with your combat proficiency. Don't do this to me. Don't change to be good in combat.
Yeah. This isn't right.
It's all it's got.
If you roll well in RP and in combat, what are we going to do with you?
I'm just gonna have to start rolling bad in RP.
She's a
Okay.
D6. We can't really afford for you to do that either, because you usually land the whole group in shit when you try and steal something.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You did well in the Wildwoods combat as well, didn't you?
I had to.
With Felix, then we need you
Yeah.
damage to step up.
I don't like where we're at.
I'm really interested to see where it goes.
Oh, yeah, same, but I think we die if we stay here. We die if we're dead either way.
I'd really like to stay in the circus and see how that pans out. I think it's really. Also, I'd like to save maybe one person.
Yeah.
but not-
Okay. You're right. She is going to claw Orveen again. It is a 16.
It's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm. 12 points of slashing damage.
So half to 6. I don't 6.
Then she will. No, that's it. That's a burlap.
What can Bert do? That is a good question. Do.
None of us can see, isn't it? That's the issue. Isn't it?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to solve that problem. I'm going to go up to the side of the tent. This is like a 2-man tent.
Yeah.
Is she like pressed against the side of it?
Yeah.
Axe into the side where she seems to be standing.
As a camper, how can you do this in good mega conscience? Okay, make attack roll disadvantage, please.
Yeah.
Can't see the target, but you. So.
Her. But through the tent.
Did you get fairy?
Pardon?
Did you get fairy?
But I can't,
Can't
see
see
her.
her at all, can he?
Yeah, but then surely.
The tent's glowing.
You get advantage on the 10.
But you don't know what you actually hit
so you
him.
can see the target you're actually on.
13.
13. Roll again, please.
You're back.
Yes. 21.
Roll damage.
Oh god.
You having it.
I feel like it's you.
I'm not
Oh,
down.
Gideon, that would be so cool.
That's a heck of a miss if it hits me.
6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
And then can you roll a 20-sided dice, please?
A 20-sided dice.
20-sided dice, please.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Into Orvine. But you cut a big swaying hole in the side of the tent. The flap falls back. Now you fully see her, and your axe coming out of Orvine's arm.
If that's the case, can I use my hell action if I can now see her? I'm over here, even.
You can roll with disadvantage, please.
She's very far, so I get advantage. So,
But so it's a straight roll then. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Alvin.
natural 20.
No.
Oh yeah.
That seems massively unrealistic and unjust, but I'll take it. What a shot.
Just like in the movie.
It
Comes
is.
up to the back of my head.
It's the way it comes down sometimes, isn't it?
Wiggles in.
Is it wanted?
I say, yeah, it's the wanted shot, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Burlap cuts the edge of the tent down, you see her and thread the needle going straight through everybody.
It's one of those, my arms like
17 points.
slashing
17
like
points,
that,
that's
shot
great.
through the arm.
Yeah.
Just feel like the guard of your sword.
Okay. Yeah, the shot goes straight past your arm and into. Brilliant.
So my hell, there you go.
Okay, so it's Burlap's go. Anything else, Burlap?
That's all I got.
Lovely, top of the round.
No nice extra stuff. I suppose.
Masturbator Yibam.
So I can see her now. We can see her now.
Well, it's difficult, but
Yeah, difficult. Yeah, you. Advantage because of the fairy fire, but also the situation.
because the flaps go in and out.
Yeah, so we've gone to a straight.
Okay. I going to start trying to manipulate the mist, doing some lovely Tai Chi and create a big ball of the mist, and then force it forward to do a Fist of Unbroken air attack
Okay.
against her. Can she make a strength saving throw, please?
That is going to be a 17.
So she passes, so she takes half damage. She doesn't fall to the floor or go flying 20 feet, so it's just half.
Okay.
No.
How is that?
10, 20, 29
Whoa.
halved though.
15.
All right.
Just a
Take a couple of big hits.
15.
Then I'm going to step forward and use my bonus action to unarmed strike her, because I've taken one attack action. Because my monk features, I am allowed to do a bonus action unarmed strike against her. 4, 15 to hit.
No.
Then that is everything for me.
Lovely. Gideon.
I guess, so waking up and seeing him, I'm going to...
Something of a shock to you. What's going on right now?
I can see her, so I can see like the tent, and I just want to get out, so I'm just going to put my hand up and shoot a firebolt into the top of the tent.
Okay.
Just try and open this tent.
Yeah, it's top of the tent, the top, the fabric starts immediately starts to burn.
Yeah. Assess my action.
Okay. It's not instantaneous, but the tent is now on fire.
That's inside him.
Oh.
That's a fucking big fire. Can we not have that little one?
So I'm assuming I can't get out of the tent at the moment because it's...
It's surrounded by people and it's on fire.
Yeah. Do some back.
May have been an error.
No, but
To be fair, when you first wake up and you're almost dead, you're like, oh, get out!
In a couple of rounds, it will be the tent will have burnt down, and it won't be a problem.
It is
But
it's
you
damp
will be
mixed around as well, so assuming it's damp on the ground. Don't worry, you've not burned down half of the continent.
No.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Lovely. Off here.
I will vicious mockery her, just saying, "You lying bitch."
That was his guy.
Reaction from Godson. Here.
All he's got to answer.
No, he's out the front of his pants.
Oh yeah, he was.
He's just sitting in the tent
I thought you
listening
just
to everything.
on his top
SpongeBob
there.
SquarePants.
What? Tent still closed,
Yeah.
just listening to the.
I bloody said so.
Can she make a wisdom 14 save, please?
She can.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so nothing's applicable.
You've got to count your cantrips though now.
Yeah, that's a thought because I get
Do we
30.
actually do this?
Yeah.
We're after Ankelos.
It's happened now, yeah. That was the whole irony, that if he had just given himself over to Ankelos, it would have been fine.
Well, you didn't know that.
No,
And
Randy, not a fear.
There's a good chance
We're going to go back to the rest of
good chance that we didn't defeat him and it wouldn't have been alright.
Yeah. It was close. All right, off here, done.
Yeah.
29.
Hands man.
Remember as well, yeah. 29 cantrips still left.
Although actually, me and Kieran worked out when we were on Wildwoods, fucking hell, we got through them quick in like, what, 2 fights?
Yeah, 30 is not a lot of
Oh
cantrips.
shit, yeah. No, so that's
This is Aurora.
2 that I've used.
Yeah,
so
I was Eldritch Blast and
This was the Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast. Yeah, I really screws a wall up over it.
And I had to start using my melee weapon once I found it.
Turns out it was just as effective.
Yeah. Still didn't hit.
Still in that play?
What? I got my tentacle out now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He lost an arm.
I lost an arm and now I've got
An avatar replaced it with a tentacle. That's not going to come back and bite you.
which doubles in size when it's wet.
Feel like the Death Guard, isn't it?
Exciting.
Me too.
But I'm vulnerable to lightning damage. So
Calamari.
Put that straight on your Tinder profile. Doubles in size when it's wet, baby.
We were laughing, we were saying something about just you were sitting in a bath or something, wasn't it? I forget what it was. The whole first hour and a half of that session was just laughing.
yeah, to the point where
It was very it was a very big contrast. I think that was when you guys were doing Ankelos.
they were doing
Was
the towel.
Oh no, it
and
was
they
the
were
time
like,
yeah,
oh
you
my
had
God,
your
this is
big
so-
Malek fight, didn't you? We were having a whale of a time.
Well, what did you say that we heard on the other side?
It was oi prick.
Oh, prick. Yeah, it was just perfect timing.
Yeah, it was somebody doing Jeffrey Howell coming out and he appeared and we heard from, I think, George, oi, prick!
All right.
And there was when you guys started clapping and cheering. It was literally after Kieran just did a little statement, and then it was if you guys were just cheering. It was yes, well done. Sometimes you can get across what you hear from rooms.
Oh, I guess
it goes so
fantastic.
well.
I think when we done that sheep session, the other group was like, what the fuck's going on in there?
I don't know where the miniature for him is, so we just have to use this naked man.
Close enough.
Right.
You can't trust a naked man in the woods, who can you trust?
You don't watch Deliverance, have you?
Did you stand up?
No.
Okay.
I'm still lying there. So again, I imagine I'll just be like in a 2-man tent, just like squat.
2-man tent isn't a 2-man tent. It's barely a 1-man tent.
Half.
Right. He rushes back into his tent, and he comes back out, something in his hand. He's going to move over. That's all he can do. Action and move. Okay, so Lucidius.
Let's go with on bonus action. I will Hunter's Mark her, and then I'll attempt to fire an arrow at her.
Okay.
So it's 1 bit advantage, should be disadvantage, straight roll.
Yeah.
15.
Miss.
Yeah, I'll stick where I am.
Okay.
Brute. She is marked.
Okay, the tent is mostly dropped away now, so there is fire around there, but it's not much of an obstruction.
It's embers.
Bits of tattered fabric loose by in the frame of the tent.
Right. That's not the right voice. Why don't I do that?
Clearly well thought out.
Because I wanted to.
It worked. Sorry, it's because I played a wizard last time. If in doubt, fireball.
Sorry.
Yep.
If you don't have Fireball, Fire Blast just as good.
Exactly, yeah. Something with fire in it.
There will no longer be a disadvantage for targeting.
Next time round.
I will summon.
The ghost of Christmas past.
Oh,
Is it
come
the
on.
skill that
Come in and know me better, man.
Specifically the Muppet one.
It's the only one
also
acceptable.
I agree.
Yes.
That was definitely the Ghost of Christmas future, anyway. Or present? I don't know. Anyway.
Whatever you're going to do, just take your bloody go.
Exactly like his character. I will summon the hawk. Hawk? Mighty hawk!
I shall summon the horse!
I knew it!
She's already here.
Ulysses, kill!
Bert the pimp.
Oh god. He is a killer. Don't give me another horse killer, please. Yeah, the hawk spirit is my bonus action. So I can use my reaction to grant allies advantage on attack. And everyone has advantage on perception. But yeah, whilst they're in my aura, which is 60 foot from me. And then I will. Oh, there's quite a lot of fire. Which one are you? You this one?
I'm the metal one.
What do we talk to you about putting the minis in your car ready?
Yeah, but I was on the days all wrong. Harry texted me saying, "You coming tonight?" And I was like, "Where?" And I was like, "Oh."
Don't tell Sam. I will go
Just finished actually, what are you
No. Probably need a Lucasade or something. I mean, if you want.
milk. I'm gonna cast the Cure Wounds on you.
Sorry.
10 points of healing.
Thank you very much. Say that.
Okay, is that both done?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be stuck in my head all
Yeah, Orvin.
I'm gonna swing the Morning Star again. Oh, and this is probably not gonna hit. It's a 12.
12, no.
I'll use my reaction to give you advantage on that attack roll.
Oh, yes.
She's verified as
and
well.
she's verified.
Oh,
You healed me, and now I'm like, oh, I'm
You got
useless.
tangled on the
I
top
forgot
rail.
that. I
The
forgot.
fire came. I need to remember she's verified.
Alright.
That dice is
Can I retract that? I forgot the verifier. Can I retract my action to give advantage on the roll which it already had the advantage on?
No, I don't think so.
Such a bastard.
That's right, anger over there, don't kill me.
I nearly did last time.
Why do you sit in that chair? You always die in that chair.
But I
Maybe
always-
it's a position you're sitting.
but I
Corin's not dead yet, so it can't be that one.
But
Dave died.
And as much as some of us wish that Kishan might be dead, he's not dead yet either.
Okay, all right. She is going to.
She's gonna eat shit.
Okay. She is going to, first of all, dispel magic on the verifier.
Okay.
Got a good job you did the Hulk thing.
Yeah. Shame I wasted it this round.
She is going to use an ability to turn invisible.
Oh, little bitch.
But we all get advantage on perception checks to see her.
This hawk was a great idea.
Who knew? I should have gone for the other one though, where they can't hide.
And then she's going to move away.
Is there still a tent there?
And the tent's burnt away now.
It's completely burned away.
When she's a bit, I assume we can't attack of opportunity with her being invisible.
You can still make attack. You can still try that with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Which is invisible.
So would that be
I'd attempt
normal
to
because of the Order of the Hawk thing?
swing. No, she has to react.
She has to react to give it.
Oh, you
No,
have.
the advantage on perception checks is all the time. The reaction is to get advantage on one attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So it'd just be
So
disadvantage.
just a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Stop there for a
No,
sec.
it would be standard because you have advantage.
Can I
on
use my
on all
restore
perception
balance
checks.
because it's a
Probably.
creature I see within 60 feet?
I know, but to hit her.
When so you're connected to when a creature you see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage.
So there's three of us. You can pick one of
I'll
them.
pick
I've got
Tyrion
Sentinel.
for his attack of opportunity.
We're all attack of opportunity.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Alright.
There's three of us next to her.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give it to the paladin then. Smite.
No. I miss.
18
Yes.
with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have sentinel.
What is your book?
16.
4, but 3 plus 4 doesn't
I only
do
got two of them.
anything.
Two
It's disadvantage, right?
So that is 12 bludgeoning.
Okay, 12 bludgeoning.
Nothing.
Okay, you'll swinging wildly in the air, trying to hit her, but Orvi makes contact. You hear a dull thud as the Morning Star seems to hit nothing, stopping where it is. As it comes back from the space, there's blood sprays out with it. She falls to the floor,
Oh, thank
becoming
God you got
visible
it.
again. You took her down. Right, out
Nice.
combat. Out combat.
Kiss me. Morning star. It's a bonus action.
It's wise and intense.
Evan's just gonna get the sticker. Just
Does she look like a normal woman still?
On the ground, it looks like a 30-year-old woman. Just like she looked like before.
While my rage is dropping out, when I've calmed down after it, I want to look towards the direction where the children were screaming from.
Okay, just mist floating around out there.
Nothing.
No sound or anything.
can I check her for any bites or anything, or any talismans or amulets on her that might be associated with curses I've seen over the many years?
Okay. You start searching and make a perception check, please.
Do
God-
I get
God.
advantage on this from is the hawk statue still out for perception?
Yes, it is. Sorry.
Both rolled quite nicely. 21.
Vin, how are you looking? Hit wise.
Alright.
You're right. How would I?
22 out of 32.
Go on, have 10 lay on hands. I feel a little guilty from hitting you with my axe. You know what it's like.
As a paladin, I must heal him now.
I think that's what you're hitting forwards. So,
Yeah, but half of the rage at the time.
oh
Yeah, it's like only 3 points, but it's...
Well, you feel more than you.
You felt like you hit me really hard.
Okay.
Godson, are you all right? It seems you were right all along. Good God, she was hideous.
Well, she wasn't hideous when I first saw her, but she looked bloody awful then. I mean, if she didn't have a gashing wound in her back, she'd look alright now, but she's dead, damn it.
I will check on you and make sure you're alright, as you still haven't left
You
the bed.
didn't know about this at all?
I think I'm still.
Well, I had my suspicions, of course.
Why didn't you tell us?
What?
You had your...
I repeatedly called her a whore!
That's not a lot to go on. Every other woman in this house is a whore. And the
Really?
men, they're not much better.
The directions, please.
Directly west. Yes. The two were on watch. Lycidius and Orphean, they mentioned there were children's voices out in the mist. Have you heard anything like this the last few nights? You've been in here?
No.
We most definitely heard the voices of two distinct children.
Calling for them.
I went looking for her kids, but I didn't find a bloody thing.
Well, I fear that
Fear and fear.
unless there was a cruel trick being played, well, we've
Well,
killed their mother.
I suspect, given that what she was doing to poor Gideon here, and from what you've said, didn't you say he was sucking the soul out of him or something like that?
Those were my words. It was a
And
mist.
that if she said to you, Godson, that she'd lost her children and wanted you to go out and find them, like, she turned invisible. She has magic. Perhaps this is how she lures out unsuspecting prey. Gets them to go search for her children once they are out.
Creates voices in the
Creates
mist.
voices in the mist and lures them to their doom.
It's plausible.
Well,
Can I check over her body to see if there's any like signs of her not being human, being something else?
Well, Master Yiban is currently
Oh,
going
sorry,
over
yeah,
her body.
You're still searching on you.
Yeah.
Got to check every orifice and
checking the prison wallet balloons.
under the boobs, around the boobs,
In the boobs.
in the boobs. You never know.
Okay. She doesn't seem to have any belongings on her. On her hip, looks like she's been branded with something that looks like that.
Oh.
Master Yiban's like, oh.
And does it look old or fresh?
Looks like it's well scarred tissue. You say it's been like this a while.
Not happened anytime soon, then. Which it's nothing I recognise.
Yeah.
Seeing Bertolac leaning over, I'll point and just show the branding on her leg. Hip, sorry.
Can I do a knowledge check to see if it is within my clerical knowledge?
You can give me a religion check if you're looking for clerical knowledge.
That's the one. Ooh, an 18 plus stuff. Joan, dirty 20.
Before you left town, there was some degree of knowledge of local legends and lore that have been started to be accumulated in Mist House and sort of settles. One of the stories been told is of the 12 avatars that are subdivisions of the main. While not all of them have been properly identified or associated with symbols, this quasi-anvil-like symbol is a representative of an entity called Bin, the Builder.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you just said that, because the whole time I've ever looked at that, I thought it was a bird.
Thought that was a bird.
Yeah, I did. I'll show you the...
That's the the feet. That's the beak.
Where's the head?
The beak on the right side.
Well, that bit. Where's the beak going up?
It's like
Because I think it's because on the original. Hang on.
No, I'm going for you've got cataract starting.
No, I see it. I see it. You're thinking like that's the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always
and he's
thought
wearing
it was-
massive slippers.
Yeah, I always thought it was a bird with big feet.
With human feet.
Who knows? These avatars.
That's why those seagulls didn't run
But now I'm
from me.
like, oh yeah.
I think we determined that Bin was a
Peridot.
bit of a lie, wasn't it?
Peridot.
Peridot.
The creator, right? Is that?
Am I wrong on that? Let me go back to my notes here.
all I've got in my head.
You might be wrong
Ross's
with
tail when
a
that-
lie, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, the maker.
The maker. Yeah.
Oh, it's the maker and the mother, isn't it?
The mother. Yeah.
Bin was the one on Ross's tail when he had NPCs
Sorry,
that we
that's
could
that.
play. And it
Bin
was
is
like,
of a
Bin.
lie, not Peridot.
That's the only.
Yeah, so
one.
Bin is an aspect of a lie.
A lie.
Well, so we believe is the
You
best
are
of
quite
knowledge.
correct, of course. Yes. Yeah. I can see it right here. It's under a lie.
So yeah, I'll relate to the others. So
Well,
yeah, that
oh,
seems
no,
to
no.
it seems to be. I think that's the symbol of Bin. Is one of the avatars of the lie.
Or she manned a forge.
Eli's avatars have turned against her.
What was the description of this creature again? It was.
So, when he was attacking, it looked like a kind of, I suppose, an undead, if it was still filled with vigorous life, you know?
Like a ghoul.
Kind of like that, yeah.
A witcher ghoul. Kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Why would someone in service of even part of a lie be branded? Seems
How much do we know about the avatars and just like general knowledge in terms of
There's
are they
I mean,
not
they're-
a good
They're
thing?
named in town, but nobody knew a huge amount about them, really. I don't think enough research has been done or shared.
So we don't know if they're like a good thing or a bad thing, just that they exist.
Yeah, and opinions divided. Some people think that virtually anything that you can pray and would give you power back can be considered a good thing, or are they even evil at all, or is it just our interpretation that makes us evil?
Just backtracking in my mind, what colour was the mist that was sucking out of poor old Gideon?
It was a purplish colour.
Purplish, yeah. I can't remember if it was purple or green, that's what. I will say to everyone that she was sucking purple out of him, not his soul.
With knowing that
Not my fault, it's that colour.
tattoos can be imbued with magical properties,
Yeah.
is it a fair assumption then to be made that branding can also be imbued with magical properties?
That
if
would be
not
reasonable,
curses?
yeah.
There are no accidents, only things that have been put here. I believe Bertolak. This is news for you.
well.
Gideon, does he always speak like a weirdo like this?
Yes.
It seems to be getting worse lately.
In the short answer, absolutely.
I think you're going to have to speak more plainly if you want me to understand your meaning, I'm afraid, Ebad.
When the path you walk leads always back to yourself, you never get anywhere. There are no accidents. And I'll get your hand and I'll put it on the brand.
I'm not sure I'm going to let you reach out and grab my hand. It's kind of going to be kind of one of those like, you've turned up and you've been a big weirdo.
The pillar is
It's alright, just hold your hand up high, you won't be able to reach it.
In
I like
any
this
case, this woman, whatever she was or happened to be, at some point she was branded by something to do with what we know as a lie.
Could have been one of these priestly chicks that got cursed.
Do we know that Revios is one of the avatars?
Yeah, you might have heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the woman said something about it.
Yeah.
About him.
Yeah.
I just can't remember whether she implicitly said that it was
In the
avatar.
tent near her, has she got any like possession of bags or anything? To...
Make a perception check.
I think we should burn her body.
Tugging on Bertolac's
18
trousers.
Socks.
Perception.
Brands
18.
are magic too.
So next to her is a stool, and underneath the bed, wrapped up, is a blanket. You open the blanket. There is a what looks to be a sack there tied up the top with a rope.
I'll open the sack, I guess.
Okay, you open the sack,
See what else.
and it's dark inside.
Okay. I guess I'll take it as I'll just... Is it like dark, like as in like fuck me, that's dark? Or
Yeah, fuck me, that's dark.
Yeah. I'm going to come out and bring this to people's attention. And I found this
And
in...
most certainly, you feel the aura of magic upon it as you lift it.
Oh, okay. I'll ask if anyone's seen this before.
It's a bag.
Yes, look, I've got one.
You took it on my trousers about the brand. I'd be like, I don't know what you expect me to do. It's a brand.
Can I try not? Oh, sorry. Can I see if I've seen one of these before? Or if I've heard of this before? No.
It's a bag. It's a magical bag at the moment, unless you can identify it.
No.
It's okay. And I wanted you to see this. It does not matter how slowly you go, only that you're moving.
I'm going back to bed.
I think I agree with you there,
Good
Godson.
night.
Oh, that's my stool, by the way. Good night.
No, it's not.
It's our stool. Comrade off here.
Everyone go back to your beds. We'll finish up our watch and.
Right. With everyone present, I'm going to reach into this bag and see if I can grab something. If there's anything.
When you reach, your hand disappears. You reach inside.
Yeah, do I feel anything in there?
Yeah, your hand touches something soft, fur under your fingers.
Take an awful lot of risks for a level 1.
Oh, no.
Well, that's it. There's no.
Oh, no.
Disposable level.
Oh, no, I was making another
It's in our hands in all kinds of things.
Is the fur warm? Like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going
You're gonna pull out.
Yes.
Pull your hand out, hanging loosely in your hand. It's what looks to be a stuffed bear.
Oh, God.
Full size.
No, not full size.
Same size as you.
Well, this big.
a teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
I pull out a polar bear.
Sorry, I was thinking like proper stuff.
Just a Dermot Grizzly.
Yeah.
Like 12 feet or something. Like stupid polar bears.
Yeah. Especially like a Kodiak bear. It's like,
Yeah.
Does it look like a child's bear?
It does.
Yeah, I thought it might.
Which is infinitely more
whilst I'm holding this obvious cursed item,
Yeah, this thing that looks way worse than a real bear.
looking around, do I hear anything or see anything?
No.
Okay. Can I put the teddy bear back in the bag?
Okay. Put the teddy bear back in the bag.
Okay, I'm going to tie that back.
All right.
And I'll keep it on me for now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Lovely.
I've got PTSD from the wild ones.
The bag man.
Yeah, he's eating you.
I know.
Yeah, I think Godson's got the right idea. Best we try and get some more rest. Best we try and get some more rest.
Oh, for God's sake. Why has he got that there?
Yes, I quite agree. That's is the tent still burning?
No.
I was gonna.
These things go up like lightning.
Yeah, I know. I figured, but
At least they're non-existent though.
Your bed always holds the most knowledge.
Bloody hell!
I thought you would agree with that one.
No, her bed holds the most knowledge. Mine's cold. Okay. With you leaving there, you do the rest of your watches without incident for the night, the mist does clear, and morning comes. Frost on the ground.
Did the mist clear after she died, or did it clear slowly?
Slowly.
Yeah.
Not immediately.
Did we get a long rest?
You can get a long rest, yeah.
Someone's used one early spell slot level 1.
100 experience points each.
100 experience points each.
I can't remember what we're on.
2, 1, 3, 4. I've got.
Yep, 2, 1, 3, 4.
It's all going to get split now. Weird. Because Tom's got different, I've got different.
I've got
Did you
different.
say 100?
Yeah.
So it should be
Crisp 100.
for at least us 4. It should be
Yeah, you four should be the
2,
same.
2, 3, 4.
Alright. So with morning coming, and it being 11 o'clock-ish, let's wrap it up there for tonight.
Yep.
With you setting up and pressing on again in the morning. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did we get? No, we didn't get 4.